The weekend has ended, the week has started, and we go back to playing the greatest game ever invented. It's where you play fantasy football, but it's Dynasty. That's what we're doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. If you're here, you enjoy Dynasty just like Nathan and I do. Nathan's back in his element because we have the desk back, so mood has improved by about 1.3 times today, which is really good for us. So you're going to get slightly happier Nathan tonight. Indifferent me, I don't really care either way. I like the desk and I like the other one. So, yeah, we got the desk back, and we're back to the grind. So let's dive in. We appreciate you guys joining. Say what's up in the chat if you're joining us. And tonight we are going to we don't have any drafts, like live drafts tonight, or as the industry would say, we don't have any real money, real dynasty, real startup, real drafts tonight. There's no real money tonight. It's only fake money is what we're dealing with tonight. So, because of that, I think what I want to do is run a couple startup mocks to start us off here. So, Scott, I'll have you go ahead and start them up. We'll include rookies in these. I will spectate. I will not participate. No, actually, screw it. I'll draft in one. I'll draft in this first one. Do you want to draft, Nathan, or are you going to watch?
I'll watch since one of us is drafting. When we both draft...
Okay.
Then we just
lose.
Then we just risk,
So I'll have Scott. I'll have Scott send me
2 picks.
Yeah, I'll have Scott send the link here in the comments. You guys can jump in. Let's do a Dynasty startup mock draft here. We'll do like 30 seconds, Scott. So a little bit longer this time. We'll do it with rookies. We do have a live Dynasty startup on Thursday. That's coming up, so we'll be doing that. And I'll be drafting for somebody Thursday. I don't know if you've been asked to draft on Thursday yet.
I have not yet. I just got through my DMs and I did not get asked.
Okay, so Nathan has not received an invitation, but
basically, I'm single right now.
Yeah, that's all right. Now you'll get asked to the prom. I promise you will. Somebody will ask you to prom. So I'll be drafting, and if somebody ends up asking Nate, then we'll be having a draft battle again. But last week's draft battle was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was decently decent.
It was decent. Yeah.
I ran it through. My teams today.
You did what?
I ran it through my teams today. The league ID for the one that we drafted last time.
Oh, are they done?
Yep. You were second and I was 7th.
Interesting. So, yeah. I'm surprised they're finished.
It was also incredibly tight.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, a lot of
all startups are super even. That one was stupid.
Yeah, there you go. There's the draft link right there.
Crazy.
It's fine. Yeah, it's good. Because honestly, it's dark enough into there that you can't like see our exposed knees or anything. I'm wearing shorts, so you can see the DVM down there on the floor. So, oh no, dang it! I didn't want to draft. Wait, this is a rookie. No, startup. Yep. Sorry, this one's actually just start it and let it run. We can draft it in this real quick and then get the startup out there too. Go ahead and send that link out. This will only take a minute. So, all right, I guess we'll do a rookie mock to start, and then we'll do our startup. Okay. I'm up first. Jay Love. Feeling really good about Jeremiah Love right now. I just am more and more confident that this dude is going to... Did you see the guaranteed money on his deal was like $53 million?
Yeah, I mean, he's already one of the higher paid running backs in the league.
Yeah, I mean,
it's pretty funny.
He has to be because...
Actually, I'll take a look. Let me do this fun thing. Yeah, I mean, it keeps going up for the top picks in the NFL draft every single year because the cap goes up. Because it's all just a percentage of...
Yeah.
The annual cap.
Yep.
What's crazy to me is thinking back to the days where, like, before the new CBA, where there was no regulation on what rookies could or couldn't get paid. Mm-hmm. So Stafford was the last one to get like a mega deal before he even played a snap.
Yeah.
Pretty
crazy. Dynasty startup super flex with rookies. I will not spectate. No, the other one. And then we'll do 12 rounds. 30 second clock. No spectator. I will draft. All right. So it's not that though. It's just a random side note. It's just more, I don't know. Like, I think they're going to force feed him the ball this year. And I just think like he's as ready of an NFL back as we've seen since Bijan.
I mean, he's as ready as Jency with,
in my opinion, he's more ready.
Better with an offensive line.
Yes. Better head coach.
Their offensive line wasn't anything like crazy, but they do have some decent pieces there. And
Agreed.
Then, you're working with Chip Kelly versus Mike LaFleur. So I will take the LaFleur who knows, is going to run a McVay style offense as opposed to somebody who has continually been a joke every time he's tried to do NFL in general. So,
all right, let's get this out of the way. We will address this one time, and we are not addressing this. The huge elephant in the room. We will not address this more than once. Okay.
Okay.
We're not talking about this again.
What? Oh,
the NBA is rigged. Don't forget it.
yeah.
That's it. That's the only thing you need to know is that the NBA is absolutely freaking rigged. They want to cry, and Adam Silver wants to, after years of just ignoring obvious losing on purpose, they want to cry and complain and fine us and whatever. And then what do? They take the pick away. Fine, whatever. We don't need the pick. That's what I'll say. Screw the NBA, screw Adam Silver, and screw everybody who wants to laugh at us for it. That's all I have to say. Nathan, your official statement.
The East is as wide open as it was before we didn't get the pick, and before we got the pick, we went all the way to the NBA Finals and the ECF before that, and now we have Zubats instead of Miles Turner, which, in my opinion, is actually an upgrade considering how Miles Turner has been
It's definitely
playing.
an upgrade. It's just a matter of we could have had
we're literally
and the pick.
We're literally the exact same team minus Mathurin with an upgrade at center. I honestly, I'm just going to pretend that we didn't even have the pick because otherwise I'll just be really mad. And I am. So
Nathan and I will acknowledge the existence of the Indiana Pacers.
And we will literally never talk about the pick ever again.
No, we will acknowledge their existence once Halliburton is back. Until then, don't ask us. We're not talking about the Pacers. Okay? Never again. I'm trying to remember the last time I was
no, it's not the Pacers' fault.
I don't... No, Kevin Pritchard apologized. I don't remember the last time I was that mad about sports, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay, so anyways.
And the NBA wonders why they're a fraction of the product that the NFL is.
That's exactly right, man. That's exactly right. It's stupid.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Antonio Williams goes 202. Nick Singleton, Jonah Coleman both go early second here, which is what we've seen. We've seen them all three of them kind of settle in here to the early second round. Jeremy kind of as well. Chris Bell, of course, normally goes mid-second, which Chris Bell's not a bad pick. I made a trade in Dynasty League. In the high-stakes league, the Flex Night, I traded Gino. I'm a one-year reload. I traded Gino for Chris Bell on a reload.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, 4 days ago. Nice. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah, so.
Cool.
Nothing crazy, but
training camp hype play.
I was just like, yeah, and it's just like, oh yeah, I'm on the clock. Take Raritan here. It was just like,
it's better than 112 prices.
Yeah, Gino's gonna get replaced after this year. He's a good 1 year backup quarterback, super flex quarterback in dynasty leagues for contender. But if you're not contending, you have no use for him. And take an upside shot, where I think there's a serious market play involved with Chris Bell. And so, it's essentially what I value Chris Bell in the mid-second, and a mid-second for Gino, which I think is fair. So,
you know what I noticed in today's wide receiver rankings video?
What?
Is just such a great full circle moment for how poor the depth of the class is. We got through how many 50 plus wide receivers, and after we got to Omar Cooper, no more.
Nothing. Boston's the only one.
And even the only honorable mentions were, that's right, Boston. The only honorable mention was Jeremy Bernard, and beyond that, I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
No, and
those guys.
Bernard really doesn't even get close. But Antonio Williams, Chris Bell,
we've been saying they're an irrelevant range, but you really to be able to see it really play out in the rankings video, where it's like, did anybody complain about those players not being in there, like Chris Bell or Antonio Williams?
Yeah,
they did.
I mean,
that's actually really funny
because
I should have gone. I thought about actually mentioning it at the end of the video and being like, "Yo." Convince me that these guys are actually more valuable than the players that we're ranking above them. You can't. They're third round wide receivers. They are literally Jags. Every single one of them is Jags. We're going all the way down to serviceable assets, and beyond that, I mean, it's bad. So
yeah, it is. But I do think the top guys, Tate, Tyson, Lemon, Concepcion, Cooper, and a little bit of Boston did make their way into the rankings. I'll have to look through and see what the biggest gripes were on today's videos. I haven't really seen a ton. Somebody said that we told people to draft Travis Hunter over Tet McMillan.
I literally just saw that before I walked in.
I was like, why do people just make stuff up? I genuinely don't get it. Trash us for our actual bad takes.
We said if you take Travis Hunter at the 102, it's totally merited.
But take your favorite.
Yeah.
Take your favorite. I drafted Ted
actually
over Travis Hunter.
Actually, not 102. It was 103
103
because
to 107.
Hampton was the unquestioned 102.
Mm-hmm.
So
this is true. This is true. All right, let's see what else. What else was everybody upset about today? There you go. I took Malachi Fields.
it's always something.
Well, and it's not. I'm not even saying it's a bad thing. It's just that was just a blatant lie. Which I'm like, whatever. We can lie. We can lie.
Whatever, man. Hey, you know what we're starting to see, by the way? Speaking of videos,
What?
Our startup draft video that we did back in February is finally doing a little jump.
We'll do another.
We need to do one in
Same
June.
time we did last year.
Yep.
Christian Watson's underrated was one of the top comments. We had him in the L tier. Sleeping on Parker Washington was one we got.
Yeah.
We had DJ Moore with a Bears logo still. Not really a ton. Not really a ton of pushback. That's really it. I mean, I looked through the top
I'm impressed.
40 comments. So
I'm very impressed.
I mean, I'm surprised you guys seemed fairly okay with our opinions on these players, which again, they're rankings. It's all subjective, but we spent quite a bit of time referring to our own foundational cornerstone rankings or outside premier rankings as well. And then throwing in the mainstays of serviceable guys and seeing kind of how we would take these guys in Dynasty, in a vacuum, regardless of team build. And I think we landed in a good spot. Obviously, you've got, I think I saw some comments that Tyson was maybe too high. Somebody did comment that we had Smith over. Somebody commented, this is really funny actually. Somebody commented about having Smith over or Lemon over Devonta Smith and said Devonta Smith is a Heisman winning. And I was like,
we actually had the conversation about Devonta Smith and Lemon going into the video, but
it's just a fact that
Heisman
winning. I was like, okay, you mean like 6-7 years
2020?
ago? Like, how does that matter? But also, I don't think people
put some respect on his name.
But also, I don't.
Johnny Manziel is a Heisman-winning quarterback.
I don't. Right.
Keep ranking him, please.
Yes. I don't necessarily think people heard us when we said, or maybe that person. It wasn't people, as most people heard us. That Devonta Smith's obviously going to be the more productive wide receiver this year. I mean, without a doubt, with a small doubt, but almost certainly he will be more productive in my opinion.
Who, Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yep.
It's not even a question of that. It's just dang it. There was one. That's what you guys get. There's one empty spot. So Danny Bot's draft, and there's going to be a bunch of Cowboys go off the board here.
I mean, like factually, the value upside of a guy like Mekhi Lemon with his age and his long-term outlook is objectively higher than Devonta Smith's. Like even if Devonta Smith is a wide receiver one this year and absolutely pops off, he's only going to go so high because he's going to be 28.5 next offseason. So that's just the nature of the dynasty cycle every single year. Devonta Smith is in the middle of his prime at the moment, early part of his prime, and people just don't like those assets in Dynasty when it comes to elevating their value long term. So
we will see. God, I sent you a graphic. What else? Yeah, no Johnny Football disrespect. I know. Although he's kind of a loser, to be honest.
I'll disrespect him.
Bryce Young's the Heisman winning QB, so why could you have him so low? It's very true. We didn't think about that. I took Bijan, / I think I auto-picked Bijan. JSN, Josh Allen, Jamar Chase, Jahmyr Gibbs. I do think it's funny. We get a lot of requests after we do like real Dynasty startups to comment on every single pick in the Dynasty startup. And I just wonder what people want us to say after every single pick when we do this twice a week, every week for the entire year. Like, Puka went at the 1-6. Puka always goes at the 1-6. He always goes in the first, right there. So I just there's not a ton of breakdown for every pick.
Do you really want me to break down Puka every single
No,
live
and you
stream?
don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear 50 Shades of Puka from Nathan every time he goes off the board. Like, that's the part I don't think people realize what they're getting into. So, but I mean, give him what they asked for.
That was one of your better jokes that I've heard in a while.
Thank you.
That was pretty good. So thoughts on the Minas Tirith Lego set?
Nice way to keep it on topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I think about it. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's
I
incredible.
will say that the one complaint at the top when you sent me the screenshot, I was like, oh my gosh, he's right. The fact that there's no
the
Nazgul,
Nazgul, yeah, that's
or
crazy.
no Witch King.
That's crazy.
I'm like,
That's
they're crucial to the
It's a $600 set.
storyline in Minas Tirith. Come on, in an 8,000 piece set.
Look at there.
You can't tell me you were not gonna, but yeah.
Danny,
okay.
look at Danny Bot took.
At least I have King Aragorn. Danny Bot took CeeDee Lamb and Ashton Genty. We literally just made a joke about this.
No, it's not even a joke. His team has Cowboys ranked so high, he's going to end up without Cowboys.
Yeah.
This will actually be funny. We can draft with Danny's rankings, which actually, the FSC guys are one of the only people, probably the only people on the site where if you draft with their bot, you are actually drafting with them.
You are
because they
drafting
will
with them.
draft their rankings every single time.
Yep,
no
they will.
questions asked. So
will.
this is the same thing as drafting with Danny and Corey. And what was funny is
It's like, man, I don't know what to do here. Well, I do have this guy ranked higher than that guy. Therefore,
No, dude.
this is the correct
That's why when I was
answer.
boxed in by them at the draft last year, I literally just practiced and it went that way every time. I knew exactly what they were doing. It was awesome.
Man, what I found with the Flock League is every time I go in with a plan, it literally just gets flipped upside down entirely because there are so I
hope that what your Flock League drafts haven't been your first plan.
the unpredictable variables. Hey, my first draft was awesome.
No, you did great. You just traded me all your good players.
Yeah, I know. My second draft was terrible. But no, seriously, it's like it's crazy how much different everything ends up going. Like anytime I did, one with the bots, just was not even remotely close. It was not even close. And I even tried to play them like wild cards, like I tried to do like wild card picks for the guys that weren't the creators, and it didn't work. There were just guys there that I did not think would be there.
Pretty important piece of news that we should talk about for 2027. Ahmad Hardy got shot.
Yeah, I know.
So
that's really
not good.
That is really not good.
And the fact that the dialogue around this, which you've seen NFL players,
the dialogue isn't like he's good, we good.
It's like he'll probably play football.
Probably play football again,
which is not good at all.
No,
if you've been following the 2027 prospects, Ahmad Hardy was probably the best running back. I mean, outside of Jeremiah Love, probably was the best running back in the country this last year.
Like obviously we hope he's okay, but I think the big issue, the big reason it's a concern for the 2027 class is I don't think it's a guarantee that he is in the class of 2027. Like he could very well, especially if he starts slow or if he doesn't play for like half the season and then he kind of has to ramp up at the end of the year. There's a good chance that he doesn't declare. Very good chance that he doesn't.
So it's not great. It's not great for us 2027 stonks holders because he really is he was really the highlight, the huge highlight of that running back class and a sure thing top 5 dynasty
and
pick.
You know
next
who
year.
the other highlights are in that running back class are 2 guys in the same offense, which sucks.
Yeah, that's true.
The 2 Louisville guys. So we'll see what happens there with those 2 running backs, but they're gonna have to carry a bulk of the load there if Ahmad Hardy does not declare after this year.
Yeah, and so. Hopefully he continues to play football, but I think it does kind of put things in doubt. And, I actually thought I actually thought this in my head, like,
there's also no details on like where was, like, did he get, was it just a flesh wound or was it
I don't know. It's a mere flesh wound.
Extra damage or,
I think he was shot in the leg.
Oh gosh,
which is not like
no,
if I was a running back and they're like, I'm going to shoot you one spot.
So like, was there bone damage or ligament damage?
That's the big thing,
right?
So obviously we are T's and P's up for Ahmad Hardy, who's a great football player, and hopefully he can not only get back to playing football, but get back to full strength in just a bad situation. But
that's a tough break for your career.
This is
especially as a running back when it's hard to get drafted high, anyways.
This is an awful teaching moment as to why so much can change when you buy future first so far out, man.
Yep.
And obviously this is a freak thing, and we're not saying, don't buy future first because the players in the class might get shot.
No, but
there's so much to play out always.
We're not even talking about the guys that will inevitably go back to school.
No.
I just heard somebody talking about this today, but like it's actually crazy how many people are now taking pay cuts going from college to going pro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's happening.
Every single non-first round quarterback took a pay cut.
People want to go back to school. People want to keep playing in college.
Especially if you are not a first round pick, what incentive is there to go to school?
I think we can get Mendoza to come back.
I actually think that he'll go back to college. Yeah,
I'm excited for that.
I think that's how
we
it
don't
goes.
need Hoover. Oh man, I just realized this. I just remember I had a dream last night.
Just like Judkins went back to college.
I think it was last night. I just remembered just now that I had a dream
I had
about
some dreams too last
IU
night.
football and Josh Hoover on the first play of the game threw a pick six on the first play of the season.
Oh, that's a very realistic.
And
that's almost as bad as the first play of the game being the 75-yard house call from Old Dominion.
I remember it was at Aiden's wedding and
I was
we were
at
watching
that
on my
game.
phone and I threw my phone. I was out. I literally I chucked it, and people were like, "You need to calm down." It worked out. We won the national
It
championship.
did, and undefeated Heisman.
Yeah,
Rose Bowl,
16-0.
Peach
Yeah,
Bowl,
yeah. Just went to the White House.
Big
By
Ten
the way.
championship. Yes,
That was pretty fun. So
Nando called in.
see
guy.
when Trump said that they beat Alabama 38-3, Sig said, "Roll Tide." Jeez, I love Sig.
Oh my gosh.
And old Charlie
I did not
and
see
Charlie
that.
B was mogging everybody because he's so freaking tall.
What a guy.
He's
He
awesome.
probably looked like Secret Service.
He did. He looked so dapper. So yeah, it's because we won the national championship. By the way, just letting you guys know.
Yep. That's something that we will talk to you about. We won't talk to you about the pick that we got scammed out of, but
No. We'll talk about IU football. You
we'll
guys
talk
want to.
about IU football.
I took Luther. I took Quinn Chuan. Obviously, Price was already off the board. Mendoza off the board. Lemon on the board. It's gone pretty normal so far. We don't have a third round reversal in this draft so far, but I actually like this team.
Hey, actually, guys, I wanna hear some recommendations in the comments. Cool jerseys,
Oh yeah.
classic legends, NFL football jerseys. Go. I have a decent list right
Well,
now.
tell them what it's for. Scott, go to the main shot.
So if you go to the wide shot, we basically what we did before we changed the set is we had like a piece of wood.
It was a skirt,
It was
like a
just a
wood
blacked
skirt.
out wood skirt that was going all the way around here. And what we're gonna do now, I think, is we're probably gonna put like an actual curtain, and then we're gonna have jerseys go all the way around the front here. And
So what jerseys? We'll take recommendations.
yeah. So right now, for like color and legendary status, I've got Marshawn Lynch, Seahawks, of course. Ray Lewis, Lawrence Taylor, Peyton Manning, because, Colts. Julio Jones, Megatron, Warren Sapp, because I want to get a creamsicle jersey in there, theoretically. Dan Marino, Jordy Nelson. I was like, man, can we do a non-Brett Favre Packers jersey? Jordy Nelson would be sick.
Oh yeah.
Loved. Yeah, me too. Jordy Nelson and Greg Jennings, man. Those two were so much
I liked
fun
them both
to
up.
watch. Jordy had a couple good years.
Antonio
in
Brown
Vegas as well.
Bumblebee jersey. That might be the best one.
Ooh,
Not just Nathan. That's obviously a joke. We're gonna put a Bumblebee jersey up there.
Bumblebee.
Those are the worst jerseys in football. LaDainian Tomlinson. That
Okay,
would be
yeah,
disgusting.
that's a good
The
take.
powder blue.
Yeah, if we got a powder blue, yeah. I was thinking powder blue, so I was like, oh, well, we could just do the Dolphins.
Yeah,
with
Raider
Marino,
Mendoza can't be here. Look, I can.
LT powder blue would be sick. I think highlighter green Seahawks would be too much. I think I want to go with like the deep navy, and then so we probably have space for what, like 5. And get the other jersey, throw it on there.
I can't barely hold it. There you go. Mendoza jersey's already up. Boom.
Ka-chow.
Kerchew. Oh man. Wow, that made the shot look weird. But it's that's tripping me out. The angle.
Everything's tripping me out.
The
Actually,
angle
I
of the
think
Mendoza jersey.
It's the monitor too.
Yeah. Oh crap! I'm on the clock. Oh no! Somebody asked about. Nice. Somebody asked about. Dan, can I have this draft for real?
Oh yeah.
Somebody asked about Luther Burden over Odunze. Do keep in mind, if you reference my rankings, I have them in the same tier. So I'll take one day and another the other. I have them in the same tier, so I would take, I'd just diversify there. Adam Vinatieri is a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. Becca said Bugles for color scheme, and I was like, oh, we could do Anthony Munoz.
I think if we're
Greatest offensive lineman of all time,
we could.
debatably.
Yeah. I don't think there's anybody else I'd rather have on the Beatles. I don't know.
I mean, nobody current, of course. We're not doing
BJ Raji,
Ochocinco.
Packers jersey, nice.
I mean, we could do AJ Green.
Yeah, we could do AJ Green. You could do Chad Ochocinco.
I just said we're not doing Chad Ochocinco.
Dude, why not? What's wrong with Chad Ochocinco?
We're not doing Chad Ochocinco.
So you would do an AB Steelers Bumblebee jersey, but not Chad Ochocinco.
I would choose the Bumblebee AB jersey over Chad Ochocinco. Absolutely.
What is your beef with Chad Ochocinco?
Because Chad Ochocinco is not...
His name's Chad Johnson, thank you.
Yeah, I know. He's not in... That's not quite the legendary status that I'm looking for, you know?
They have to be legendary?
I mean,
Griff
yeah,
Whalen.
what do you want to put on here? Like an Alec Pierce jersey?
Sure.
No shade, but like...
What? Dude, what's wrong with Alec Pierce? I love Alec Pierce. You freaking...
Sorry, what do you want
Are
me
you
to...
anti-Alec
What do you
Pierce,
want me to
dude?
put up here? Like... Mike Vanderjack?
That took you that long to think of that?
Yeah.
I could have thought of so many bad players in that time span.
Yeah. Phillip Rivers Colts jersey.
There you go. We're not putting a Brady jersey up. You know nothing about us.
Dude, TJ Hushman Zada. just to get the ridiculously
the
long
name on
last
there.
name.
Buy my Deshaun Watson jersey. No. Nope. We'll pass.
Actually, you want to pay us? I'm kidding.
Pay us to take your Deshaun Watson jersey. Kelly Green, LaShawn McCoy. Kelly Green, Eagles would look really good.
Larry Fitz is a good one.
I don't know how many jerseys will fit up there.
Yeah, I've got Megatron on that. That's what I'm thinking. Probably 5. I think we have good space for 5. It also depends on if we're going to spread out the arms or if we're going to fold them behind. Because if we fold them behind, then we actually would have space for probably like 7. Peyton Hillis. Your guys' bar for legendary status is so low.
Dude, legendary Madden cover curses.
Yeah.
All right, it's my pick again. I would ride with this team if it were a real team. Man, but
What about a Vic jersey what about a Falcons Vic jersey?
dogs, Nathan? You don't like dogs? Imbecile. Gosh, that's so insensitive of you. I can't even believe that.
Is it Josh Gordon? Come on. Okay, Terrell Owens is a good one.
T.O. We do Randy Moss. Randy Moss.
Yeah, Moss would be actually I would do Chris Carter in a heartbeat.
Oh, why Chris Carter?
What do you mean why Chris Carter?
I'm just thinking of his Chris Carter like post NFL career stuff, and he's just like, ugh. But
What do you mean post NFL career?
I just don't really like Chris Carter. Like personally,
Oh, okay.
I'm just not a huge fan.
He was
to be honest,
such a good receiver.
he was a good receiver, but I mean, there are tons of good receivers.
Do you know how long he lasted?
Probably a lot longer than you.
Dude, he... Oh my gosh.
Chris Collinsworth Bengals jersey.
This
We have Nathan
dude.
slide into the shot every time we're live.
Oh. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, LT.
Oh,
LT is a good one.
Jason Witten's a good one as well. I just don't know if I could stomach having a Cowboys jersey up here.
We're not putting a Texans, Titans, or Jaguars jersey up here,
I would do an Oilers jersey.
and no Patriots.
I would do an Oilers jersey.
No, we can't do that. No rivals or division foes.
The Oilers weren't in our division.
No, I know, but it's the Texans use that color scheme, and now the Titans also use that color scheme, so we can't do it. It looks too much like a Titans jersey. We have some good ideas. We do. We have some good ideas.
Anderson, no Cowboys jersey. No, probably not. I mean, Jason Witten would be the guy that I would choose if we did do a Cowboys jersey. But let's be honest. Kind of boring.
Richie Incognito.
Not great. Just like
let's go with the people with the best off the field track records possible.
We could do San Fran Frank Gore.
Sam says one of each position: Megatron, LT, Tony Gonzalez, and Manning. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, we could.
But
do
I
that.
was thinking, like,
I want to give some respect to like some defensive legends too. That's like
no, it's Dynasty. I don't care about that.
no, but like, would it not slap to have a Lawrence Taylor jersey
I mean, that'd be cool.
or like a Reggie Bush
you're
jersey?
just trying to make us appear cultured, and we're not. We're not cultured. We like offensive players. Like,
Well, I appreciate good defensive
No, you
players.
don't. You're an offensive player. No, we don't.
Well, just because I know more.
We're not fancy. We're not fancy like that.
Just because I know more about offense doesn't mean that I don't.
Aaron Hernandez.
Would you not? Would you not want a Charles Woodson jersey? Like if we could get a Charles Woodson jersey.
Yeah, maybe if I had to pick a Packer, it wouldn't be Woodson though. Unless you're going Charles Woodson on the Raiders, then.
Yeah.
Then no. I think like Mendoza needs to stay, and then I think we do Manning. Like I think that's a very. I mean, we should do Luck. Like
I have Manning on there. I have Manning on the list.
Do you have Luck on the list?
No.
So you don't love Andrew Luck? Nathan, what the frick, dude?
Dude.
It's like, come on.
I'm trying to branch out, okay?
Nathan, it's our show.
I know it's our show, so we can put whoever we want on here.
I think what we should do is we should...
And I want Lawrence Taylor.
We should do 6 and we each get 3. That's what I think we should do.
That's a great idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine.
Then the 7th one we can do together if we have space for 7. Theoretically.
Yes, we could. Okay. These are good recommendations, though.
Argriff has a signed Lawrence Taylor jersey in his man cave. That is awesome.
If you just want to send it to us, then we'll put it up.
No, apparently we're not doing any defensive players because those guys don't exist.
You don't want a signed Lawrence Taylor jersey?
Oh my gosh, dude! I'm the one that literally said I wanted a Lawrence Taylor.
Dion at Florida State. I would do that if I wasn't. I don't know.
There's something about
Peterson
being inconsistent
Vikings
with the college.
is a really good idea.
Yeah, I thought about AP, but again, like if
But the switch thing bothers you too much.
the switch thing. What do you mean the switch thing?
The switch thing.
What switch thing? What are you talking
with AP? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
With his kid.
Oh, yes, I know what you're talking about. Well, at that point, why don't we just do Randy Moss? Randy Moss Vikings.
Get your 84 jerseys out and back home. We could. Antoine Randall L would be insane. That's a great suggestion. That's a Steelers Randall L jersey. That'd be sick.
Marshall Falk's
Junior
a
Seau
good
would be
one. Marshall Falk's a good one.
How about Monte Teo?
The issue with Marshall Falk is like I feel like we would be literal criminals, like legitimate criminals, if we didn't do Marshall Falk Colts. Even though he was very, very good on St. Louis as well. And I don't know if I could stomach like a Marshall Falk St. Louis jersey over the Colts.
Yeah, I couldn't either. No,
so at that point, if we were gonna do something Rams, it would probably have to be Dickerson, or it would have to be, Greatest Show on Turf.
Dolphins is always good for colors too. It would have to probably be Merino though.
Yeah, I have Merino on our initial list. You should add to that list.
I'm thinking AP is a pretty good option. AP is like the beginning of when we got into fantasy football.
Yeah.
And he was the best player in fantasy football at the time.
Yeah.
So I think AP is a pretty solid choice there. Todd Gurley, Dwight Freeney, Robert Mathis on the edges. That'd be so sick.
That's why I picked we could just do it all Colts. Julio Jones, I think, would be really good because you can find some killer Falcons ones.
Yeah, that's true. Falcons, I have no beef with Falcons either.
Who would you pick if we were gonna do a Bucks creamsicle?
Oh, those are my favorite jerseys in football.
Pick a better one than Warren Sapp.
Oh, I could pick a better one than Sapp.
You do Barber.
Could do Barber. I don't know, man. Honestly, Godwin wouldn't be a bad one to have with our history with Godwin.
Yeah.
We like Chris Godwin. We've always been big Godwin fans on the channel too. Oh, my pick.
It's too recent. I feel like we need to do guys that are like done, you know?
I mean, Chris Godwin's essentially done now. I don't know. I think we can have active players up there. Like, I think we need to keep Mendoza up there. So, all right, let's fire up another one there, Scott. We put a 3rd round reversal in this one for me. The Steelers, Eric Ebron. How did you know? That's the top of our list. Tim Tebow, Jags. That's gonna be fun. Are they gonna be autographed? Probably not, unless I guess we can find some.
Any of you guys know Marshawn?
No. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think who else we could do. We could do a creamsicle Jameis Winston jersey.
LOL. I mean,
famous Jameis.
Or we could just do Evans. Yeah, Ray Lewis we have on the list.
Yeah.
Ray Lewis is definitely in consideration.
I don't know if I were doing like my favorite players from when I was a kid, it would be Rodgers Packers, Cam Newton Panthers, and Andrew Luck. Like those were my favorite players. Pretty much hands down.
All QBs.
Yep.
If we did all QBs, we'd probably put Breeze in there as well.
Well, I don't think we have to do all QBs. Those were my like if I were picking my favorites, like those were.
Yeah.
I just don't really want to put a Bucks one up here because I don't want to give Corey the satisfaction.
That's fair enough.
Like that,
I just like the idea of creamsicle, but
the creamsicles are my favorite in the NFL by far. Like
yeah.
I love them.
Yep. I mean, we could just do Mike Evans creamsicle.
Yeah, we could.
Because he's actually going to be a Hall of Famer.
Mike Evans is a baller. We could do Jason Pierre-Paul creamsicle. Doug Martin, that's actually a good one.
Oh. Rip.
Yeah.
He died.
I know. That's why it would be good. All right, jump in. Let's keep going. Let's do another startup. Keep taking suggestions. I pretty much liked everybody on the Packers teams back then. Jordy Nelson was probably one of my favorite receivers. I also liked Greg Jennings, but I mean, Clay Matthews was my favorite defensive player by far. I loved Clay. And I liked AJ Hawk too.
Clay Matthews was...
I loved Clay. I loved Clay Matthews.
Clay Matthews was probably my favorite defensive guy that was not a Colt.
Man, you make me feel so not original when you say
then.
stuff like that.
What do you mean?
Because that was legitimately like my favorite. Like
Sounds like we were just the same person.
I know, and I'm like,
It's
I feel
kind of
like
annoying.
it is.
You're like
really,
Clay Matthews. I was like, man, I thought I was really cool for liking Clay Matthews.
I don't think you were, but the other thing is when the Packers like won the Super Bowl, you were like 7.
Dude, I remember that game.
What in the world? Like I was in middle school, and like it was like a very important time in my life.
You think elementary schoolers can't remember stuff?
I don't know. Like typically, I don't know. It just doesn't.
I loved that team. That team was so much
you were
fun.
7.
Well, brother,
like you.
that is my third earliest Super Bowl memory. My earliest Super Bowl memory would have been the Cardinals and the Steelers, which was 2008.
You've never won a Super Bowl, have you?
No, I have not. I know. Isn't that sad?
It's sad.
I was too young to remember the first Super Bowl win, just old enough to remember the heartbreaking loss. So that sucked. I remember the year 2008 because that was the year that we got knocked out. It was Mars last year, and we got knocked out by the Chargers in the playoffs because we could never, ever, ever beat the Chargers.
Greg Jennings Packers jersey on a broken leg. That's funny.
Yeah, Kuechly would be sick.
Oh, Luke Kuechly. That was my other defensive player. So the Colts were always my number one team, but in the early 2010s, I loved the Packers.
See, that's the one difference between you and me. You loved Carolina. I didn't really care that much about Carolina outside of Greg Olsen.
Like I watched that draft.
Olsen and Jason Witten were my two favorite tight ends in that era.
I watched the draft where they drafted. I was like, that was the most invested I ever was in the Panthers was the year they drafted Kuechly. So I was very in on him and knew everything about him. And it just turned out he was a Hall of Famer, which was sick. No, I loved everybody on the team. I loved all those guys. I really liked Steve Smith at the time.
Yep. Oh, I remember Des Bryant.
Yeah, I remember Des Bryant.
Then he just like ceased to exist.
I remember when
he came and went like that. Man. I mean, he was so good.
I remember a lot of Des. I mean, pretty vividly. I remember most of his career. Levante David. I got a Luke Stein jersey. I've been a Panthers fan since 2001. Honestly, if we're doing a defensive player, he's probably the one I would want to do because that's also a good color scheme.
Who?
Luke Kuechly. Julius Peppers is a good one as well.
Peppers is a great one.
Great Golson 7th floor crew jersey, nice. I liked Olsen. I mean, then the Panthers drafted Galvin Benjamin, and he was so good at first. I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's insane. And then he
tore his ACL, and then he also ceased to exist. What round pick was he?
First.
Was he really?
Pretty sure.
Did he just like gain a ton of weight during rehab or something, or did the ACL really just like destroy him?
I don't know, because then he went to the Bills, right?
Yeah, and he didn't do anything. And then
Yeah, he was picked 28.
And then he switched to tight end.
Yeah, he sucked after he
Yeah.
got hurt.
It's crazy, man.
Nathan's favorite players: Greg Olson, Witten, Puka, Luck, CMC, Daniel Jones.
Not Daniel Jones. Oh, I get it.
Oh my gosh.
CMC is not one of my favorite players. I mean, I love watching CMC, but I wouldn't necessarily label
That was
CMC
really funny.
in like my favorite list.
No, all my favorite players are Bijan and Gibbs and Jamar Chase and Malik Neighbors and Ashton Genty and Jeremiah Love and CeeDee Lamb and Justin Jefferson, Lamar Jackson and Devon Achane. Those are my favorite players so far. And George Pickens.
Greg Olson was so fun to watch.
Not Jalen Hurts, though. Bob Sanders is a good one. I have a Bob Sanders jersey upstairs, actually, we could put out. I have a stitched Bob Sanders jersey.
You're not a Colts fan if you don't have a Bob Sanders jersey at some point in your life.
I had two. I had a white one and a blue one.
Oh, yeah.
You were like 4 when he won Defensive Player of the Year. Actually, you were 4 years old. How
Does
do
it
you
matter?
Yeah, Nathan.
What do you mean?
There's no way you remember that.
Dude, I remember Bob Sanders playing. I don't remember the year that he won Defensive Player of the Year.
But like after the 2008 season, he was pretty much toast.
Yeah, I know. But he was still dude, it didn't matter. He was a certified legend at that point.
How old were you? I know, but
literally like what the next most popular jerseys at that point in time after, the obvious, like Bob Sanders. Like everybody had a Bob Sanders jersey.
like he played, the last time he played more than 6 games was 2007. How old were you in 2007?
I was 4.
I was like, there's no way you remember that. Because I barely,
dude,
I only remember his really good season. Like,
dude,
that's pretty much it.
When did I say that? Why are you even? What are you saying?
You had a Bob Sanders jersey as a kid?
Well, yeah.
That's just crazy to me. That's like me having...
Dude, we were still in that era. Like it didn't. I mean, Bob Sanders jerseys were everywhere. Like you could get them at Goodwill for cheap. You could get them. I
just vividly remember him sucking after 2007.
Oh yeah, no, he was terrible.
So I was like, by the time you would have gotten old enough to like when you were 7,
he was still. Everybody still loved them.
He was off of the Colts by the time you were 6. So like,
I know, yeah.
That's why that's just surprising.
But I mean, it's the same. It's the same sort of thing as like when you see people wearing Andrew Luck jerseys at Colts games still today. Like they just, they just have their Colts jersey and they're just wearing a Colts jersey. So yeah, I had a Bob Sanders jersey.
Yeah, but it's a little bit different.
It's just one of the ones that like people kind of collect.
As a 4-year-old,
I don't have a Bob Sanders jersey now. I also had an Austin Collie jersey, and Marvin Harrison jersey.
My confusion has to make sense.
No, I mean. Yeah, I know. See? Yeah, D Manning, you're absolutely right. He's bro acting like he doesn't exist after he retires and people wouldn't wear his jersey. Exactly.
No, it's different if the guy retired when you were 20 years old versus when you were 4 and you never saw him play. That's the point. The point is like,
okay,
you weren't even old enough. That was why I said it. Not because he's retired and people can't wear jerseys. Like, of course you can wear a Luck jersey. He was in your childhood.
Who do you think was buying me the jerseys at 5 and 6 years old?
I know.
My dad.
I know, but...
Dude, my dad lived all of this. I know. So he told me who the best were.
I'm just saying.
Like,
you were just like, oh, Bob Sanders. You didn't have a Bob Sanders jersey. You weren't a Colts fan. And I just was doing the math, and I was like... You didn't even see him play.
So
that's why I was confused.
It wasn't for you. I was informing people who aren't Colts fans of like that's how much of a legend Bob Sanders was. Where like pretty much everyone had a Bob Sanders jersey at some point.
Yeah. That's why. No, I was saying that because I was surprised you would have had a Sanders jersey, because I would have figured if you were picking out jerseys, you wouldn't have picked Bob Sanders because you really weren't in that era.
No, I wouldn't have picked him. That was my point.
Like, that's why I was like, what? Because I picked the Bob Sanders jersey because he was like, when I was in like 7 and 8 years old, he was literally insane at football. And so I wanted a Bob Sanders jersey. But then he sucked. As soon as I got his jersey, he sucked.
Yeah.
Was so bad after that.
First one I picked, of course, was Manning. And then after Manning, I picked Austin Collie.
Hey, Austin Collie. There you go.
Who is also
concussed.
a Colts favorite.
Nathan goes for the concussed.
He got
guys.
10 million concussions. Poor guy.
Mine was Marv.
Back when
mine was
playing
Marvin
slot
Harrison.
receiver was the most dangerous job in the world.
I never had a Manning jersey. Aiden had a Manning jersey.
Did you really not?
I had a Marvin Harrison jersey.
I got
Marvin Harrison jersey.
I got mine signed by him in 2010.
When did you meet him?
In 2010 training camp.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Lucky.
I know. I got really lucky. I was just small enough. I just wiggled through the crowd and
Shut up, Kyle.
he got it and took some notes. Or, got it, signed it.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Nathan was 15 when he was 4 years old. That's why I'm like, what the
my
heck?
gosh.
That's why I was confused, because I was like, that would be like me saying like, oh, I had to have an Eric Dickerson jersey.
You act like just because I didn't like live in my prime during that time that I can't like know about these players.
No,
it's like I literally love football history. Like
I know, but I also love football
especially
history.
when it comes to
but
the
I would
Colts.
never have like a Marshall Faulk jersey, because like Marshall Faulk pretty much like stopped being good for the Colts, especially 2004 and 5. That's the first time I remember football was like 2005. And so like,
you mean Edge?
thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
I
don't know. I would get an Edge jersey.
Edge was
Edge. I mean, it's Edge.
But Edge like was like when I like first started remembering football, like we had drafted Joseph Adai, and so like all I knew
that
was
was our first year without Edge.
I know, so
Pretty crazy.
So that's what I'm saying.
He was a
Like,
Cardinal.
but it would
that
be
year.
the same thing if I was like, oh yeah, I had an Edge jersey. Like I never watched Edge play for the Colts ever. So
No, but if you had an Edge jersey, I'd be like, that's cool.
I'm not saying it's not cool. I have a Bob Sanders jersey.
I
was
would
just
have
confused.
I would have assumed that you didn't remember Edge playing in 2005.
a Zubats jersey.
You know?
Shut up, Alex. I'm not doing this. We're not talking about basketball. No, I wasn't saying there's anything wrong with it. I was just like, how did you have a Bob Sanders jersey?
How can I have ever gotten my hands on a Bob Sanders jersey?
Because like
I don't know.
But you do have this thing where you think you know so much about NFL history that you act like you were there in like the early 2000s, but you weren't. And so like you do have kind of that complex, which is what I was saying. Like you definitely didn't watch Bob Sanders. And sometimes you're like, oh, I remember that. And it was like 1992 and you're like, yeah, I remember that. I remember.
Yeah.
You do that quite a bit.
When I say I remember that, I say I recall reading about that at some point.
So I have to combat it a little bit. Like, Bob Sanders was so bad by the time I was legitimately 7 years old, he was bad, which is highly unfortunate.
He was technically a Colt through
2009.
09, right?
Yep, and then he went to the Chargers for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. And he retired.
Either way, Bob Sanders is a good jersey. I do have that one already, so we could put that one up.
Wait, you have a Bob Sanders jersey?
Yes, I watched him play when he won Defensive Player of the Year. What age is it appropriate for a man to stop wearing modern jerseys? Are you kidding me? Who freaking cares?
To stop wearing modern
Just
jerseys?
put them over a hoodie and you're modern. Like, I'll never stop wearing jerseys. A modern jerseys, who cares? My favorite team is football. People can shun me all they want.
Yeah, we saw Le'Veon Moss retire today.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I wonder if there's
That was
some sort of...
nuts.
I know he had some injury issues in college, but they must have been worse than we thought. Possibly, potentially, maybe. Travis said, shut up and kiss already. Yeah.
This is not us fighting. This is me genuinely perplexed. Like, I was just confused. He cleared up the confusion. All you had to say was like, my dad bought me the jersey. I'd be like, oh, that makes sense. But you were like, I was there around in that time period somewhat. Like, no, you weren't. My dad bought it. Okay, that makes more sense. My dad didn't buy me jerseys like that. I got the jerseys.
Are you telling me I still can't? Are you telling me I can't appreciate Bob Sanders?
No. I was confused.
I still am confused as to like what your gripe is with this. Like I don't really.
It's not a gripe. It was genuine confusion. Like
I know I'm confused too. Oh man, Fannin fell to the 7th.
That's like I don't know. I can't think of like a.
There you go. I talked about a pick.
Yeah, my brain is gone.
Say what? What were you saying before?
I can't think of like a good comp. It would be like a high schooler to me being like, "Yep,
Top-
Marv Senior was a baller."
So like a Gen Alpha person talking to you about 9/11.
That's what it felt like. I was like,
but if they watched like 12 documentaries on 9/11 and they did a ton of like,
but they don't have a 9/11 jersey. They might have a Jets jersey, but it's.
Oh my gosh.
I think one of the.
But again, it would be just like that, and I would be like, bro, unless they were like, it's literally like the one thing that I nerd out about, you know?
Yeah.
It's like it's like a historian talking about World War II. It's like, I know you weren't there during World War II.
I know. I know. But no, we're not doing this anymore. I could like just keep going. I'm not going to. That would be like me saying, "Oh, and they bombed Pearl Harbor," and everybody was like, "No."
I know, but you,
and my dad told me.
But if you liked planes and you talk to me about planes in the World War II era, I would take it as like, yeah, that's good information. You know, that's cool.
We can talk.
I wouldn't be like, okay, 26-year-old Avery, were you there in 1945?
I didn't say that. By the way, P-51s, World War II. Yeah, they were pretty
hold
sick.
up, dude. Don't talk about P-51.
Why?
Did you fly a P-51?
No.
Were you there?
No, but I
when
saw
they used P-51s.
The Tuskegee Airmen movie. So, also I've seen P-51s.
Nice
at air shows. So
nice.
Avery thinks he's talking to Nathan's crazy sister.
Gosh, yeah.
Anna. Honestly, they do at the core. They do debate in the exact same manner sometimes.
Negative on that. I will override that statement. That is incorrect.
Kyler goes there 7-10. What do you think about Kyler this year for contending dynasty teams? What's the most you're willing to pay for a Kyler Murray this year?
The most I'm willing to pay for a Kyler Murray this year, well, I would pay 110, 111, or 112 in the 2026 rookie class.
Would you pay a random 27 for Kyler?
A random 27 first? No, I wouldn't pay 27-1 for Kyler. No,
as a contending team, as a stacked team, you need a quarterback too. You're not paying for Kyler.
No. Not with a first. I would pay with the player. I would pay pretty much the guys that went around him. I would pay probably upwards of a JMO. I would pay for Kyler if I were a contending team. I think the value upside for Kyler is pretty much equivalent to the 4-week insane run that JMO has every single year.
Okay, interesting. So what do you think? Renway says, I remember when they first invented chocolate. I always hated it. Rub it on your skin and you'll live forever. I love that episode. Fancy living, here we come. So you don't think he has any long-term upside after this year?
Who, Kyler?
If he balls out.
Oh, 100% I do.
So that's why I think he could
Absolutely.
be a decent buy.
But am I confident enough that it's going to work to a point where he exceeds the value of that 27 first with the way that people are paying for 27 first right now? I'm not so sure about that. I don't know if I have the balls to do that is what I'm saying. Like I would rather pay the guaranteed installation and guaranteed value upside of a first from now to next March or next April, as opposed to Kyler, who really, if he works out, hopefully will remain value equivalent to that random first he end up moving.
Would you say Kyler or Ty Simpson in Dynasty?
Kyler for sure.
I would too. Yeah.
I think Ty Simpson is the one advantage that Kyler has over Simpson is
play this year.
He's gonna play, and we know how he plays. It just is totally dependent on whether that's actually going to translate to an offense that doesn't expect him to do everything, and I do think that's the case. Simpson, we actually have to see him play at the NFL level and see if it's even going to work.
Yeah, that's true.
Much prefer Kyler. This might be a hot take, but I would move Stroud for Kyler.
I would too. Where'd Stroud go in this draft?
8th round.
Okay, so actually Kyler did go ahead of him. So that's not, I don't think that crazy of a take.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kyler's a weird one because just like playing out the scenarios, because I've kind of played out the scenarios with Kyler in my head, like on the better and best case scenario side, and that is like, hey, he works out, he stays. Hey, maybe he ends up being really, really good. Like, what do you think his value ceiling is if he really, really works out this year?
I mean, where Goff is going,
right? So probably fifth.
But it's not necessarily.
Round.
It's the combination
I think it's
of
round.
It's the combination of if he does return on value and like go there, that will mean he was QB1 in fantasy,
right? Because even if
the
he has
production return too, it's the investing in a quarterback at a 7th round price for them to be a quarterback one for you,
exactly.
so you can invest in running back and wide receiver. That's why I think it's so appealing, because I think he inherently has
but
more.
That's I'm talking about it in the context of the 27 first specifically. Is like, if it works out for Kyler, he's probably, after one really good year, people will still always have questions about his, consistent health and how is he going to maintain this long term. He'll be priced right up where Dak and Love are right now. Probably
so he would
higher.
be probably a slight tad above where late first would be valued. You technically win that, and you would get. I think there is a scenario if you were to trade a 27 first where you would get the value return, because
but that's just one scenario and that's not a guarantee. So I mean, that's why
there's
I wouldn't
definitely
move the
risk
first for it.
There's definitely risk. If Kyler gets an extension in the Vikings offense around Dak, he would be better than Goff for sure. Well, from a fantasy perspective, again, the thing about Kyler is, like, I mean, he has more rushing upside than Darnold.
Yeah, he'd be higher. He'd be
Goff,
higher than
and Chuck,
6th round.
and Ward, and Baker.
So probably 5th round is where he would be.
Because he's how old now?
Kyler Murray is 28. So, yeah. 28, 1, 2, 3, 4, has had injury issues 3 of the last 4 years where he's missed significant time as well. So that's also noteworthy.
Okay, so we're finishing up the last couple rounds here of this Dynasty startup. And we do have a high stakes league that we announced earlier on the Discord. So here's the deal. There are 4 spots left in this league. Okay. So the last 4 spots here, confirm that we haven't had any other taken since we started the stream.
Confirmed.
Okay, we have 4. So we have 4 spots left in this league that's drafting next Tuesday on the channel, $250 league. I announced it on Discord. I said I was announcing it tonight, so I kind of rolled it out earlier, and well, most of the spots are gone now. So, that should say Blueprint Premium purchase. So any new member that joins with code domain tonight or Blueprint Premium purchase can get
a la carte,
not voucher upgrades. Voucher upgrades not eligible. Can get a guaranteed spot in the high stakes league. So there you go. You can check it out if you guys are interested in that. It's drafting next Tuesday. It's a $250 league. It's going to be a very fun show that night. So 4 more spots for that experience. So yeah, again, it's a Blueprint Premium a la carte, no voucher upgrades, or any new member with code domain can get a guaranteed spot. So the next 4 people to do one of those 2 things will get their spot in the league. So okay. Yeah, we're gonna do trade questions. We're gonna do team reviews. We're just finishing up the startup here first. Parker Washington goes there to an 11. Again, people were talking about this whole tier of guys. We basically had all of them ranked. People were saying we had Parker Washington too low. I just think there are 4 wide receivers we're talking about there, right? I mean, Parker Washington, Travis Hunter, Jacoby Myers, and Brian Thomas Jr. And people want to, Parker Washington's a great insurance play for Travis Hunter. But the fact of the matter is, Travis Hunter's more talented, and also, people are basically just saying Parker Washington's a guarantee to produce, even with 3 guys in that offense, because they're completely writing off Travis Hunter, which is not true at all. So
yeah.
So I like Parker Washington a lot. I think I like him more than Jacoby Myers, especially. But you do have to acknowledge that But I think you'd have to be saying BTJ is pretty much dead. I think that
dead. Can't be all 4, that's for sure. At least 1, probably 2 of those guys are really going to disappoint this year. So.
Kyle says the last 4 years, Kyler fantasy points per game, 18.2, 18.3, 17.5, and 15.6. The massive upside was gone a long time ago at this point. That's true. I would.
The situation was severely.
I think that's probably a little bit too quick to call him dead, because I think he was playing in one of the worst situations in the NFL.
Yeah, I was gonna say those performances were also again, he's not totally absolved of blame. That's not what we're saying at all.
And I'm not saying he's going to
definitely has
average
shortcomings,
25
but
points a game.
No.
But I think he could average 20.
Yeah.
I mean, again, like going from the Cardinals and how poorly managed the Cardinals were to the Vikings
in those last 4 years.
I mean,
specifically when he was playing.
I was having this conversation with Alex today. It was like so incredibly bad. And so I'm not necessarily sure that while it's more likely than not, and again, I'm not saying he's going to score 25 points a game, but I think he could score 20 points a game this year. And in 24 and 17 games, he averaged 18.1 points per game with the Cardinals in 17 games. And so, we're only 2 seasons removed from that. Last year he was injured. Again, that was in the Cardinals situation. It was so bad. So to think that he could, 18 months removed from that season, put up 20 a game on a massively better situation with way better weapons. I mean, McBride wasn't playing near at the level he was in 2024. Marv was a rookie at that point, and Michael Wilson wasn't doing anything. So
here's the one positive.
True, but not true. The situation's it's much different.
So the one thing that we talk about all the time is how much less dependent good offenses are on like elite level quarterback play to be successful, aka like field general type of guys. Back in, like the days of, your Rivers and your Breeze and your Brady's and your Mannings and your Rodgers in his prime. Like we're moving further and further away from that when you're looking at like the larger body of sample size in the NFL. Like most teams are, and most offenses are run primarily by like the offensive play callers, and they try to keep the quarterbacks within the structure of the offense. And the one nice thing about that, because we usually complain about it and talk about it in a negative light, the one nice thing about it is guys like Kyler can absolutely thrive in a system that's been established pretty much in, I would say, more than 3/4 of the league.
Like game managers?
No, like field generals, like good field generals.
With you.
Anyways, the point is the one positive there is like, again, I do think the excuse of you go from really bad situation with like no offensive creativity whatsoever to a really good situation. Kyler can still have the same shortcomings that he did in Arizona, and he can be light years better from a fantasy perspective. He absolutely can. Because we have multiple case studies now going over the last few years that have demonstrated this with guys that we thought were not even average quarterbacks. We thought they were below average, benchable level quarterbacks that were just getting opportunities because of their draft capital. And Daniel Jones, Baker Mayfield, and Sam Darnold. And this is why these types of teams just don't give up, and they keep trying and they keep trying and they keep trying. Is no team really wants to tank in the NFL. Very few teams want to tank in the NFL. So they just try these guys that might have some sort of athletic upside, and they see if it sticks. And with, again, if you throw one of these guys into a well-run offense, you're looking at a really, really good situation for their outlook potentially. So,
all right. Well, before we get into doing trade questions, team reviews, should we grid it up? Should we do the gritty? GRID.
Grade what up?
Grid, the immaculate grid.
Oh, graded. Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right. Scott says he's working on it, so let's do the grid. We'll take trade questions, team blueprints. Here's the link if you guys do want a blueprint tonight on the show. We have how many in the queue, Nate?
4
in the queue. So you'd be up.
Well, that was as of 2 minutes ago. So
you'd be up in about half an hour or so is the wait time for a blueprint tonight. So, guys, Ray's Outlet doesn't believe you gave me an 11 out of 10 in my tight end room in the blueprint. I didn't. I gave you a 9 there, Corey. So, the Vikings will keep them in games, and Kyler won't be asked to win by himself in Minnesota. And that's also very true. Although I think, again, if Kyler is mobile enough, like if he can move around well enough, Kyler's still going to be able to extend plays with his legs, which is going to lead to some fantasy points on the ground. It will happen. It will happen. I mean, Kyler in 2024 had 572 rushing yards. That was the second highest mark of his career, and that was, again, 2 years ago. Last year, he was, hurt. He was injured last year. Like, it was not a secret that he was injured, and people want to say, yeah, he was benched, but he was also just hurt. So that was part of it. It was kind of a injured benching. So, have you tried the stat pad game? I've never tried the stat pad game. What's that? Stat pad game. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Wow, only one team. Okay, Megatron for the Lions. Only one team.
Yep.
Go Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
So far right, top right. That's an easy one. You could also do like
London Fletcher for Washington.
you could also do like Penei Sewell or something like that. Oh,
Yeah.
actually that was only 12%. That's pretty good.
London Fletcher for Washington, right?
Yep. That should be right.
You are kidding.
You suck. What the freaking frick?
What?
Nathan?
No way.
All right, that's it. Team reviews. Mother fricker.
Oh my gosh. Wait, we can't keep
No.
seeing how many we get? Why not?
Because that's how it works. You lose. And they have
Dude.
overtime, but no, you can't get any wrong.
Was London Fletcher a Bear? No, he went to the Rams. He started on the Rams. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Dude, I missed the whole first half of his career. Oops.
All right, we'll play a different game.
Yeah, no, that was just terrible.
Here, Scott, there's a different game that's being recommended to us. I just sent it to you
Rip.
since Nathan ruined that game. Freaking Nathan!
Hey, you didn't combat me.
You should have remembered that.
I know. I should have known that. I did not.
No, I didn't. I didn't combat you. I honestly trusted you.
I blinked on that big
after
time.
that lengthy discussion about your football knowledge, I was like, he knows what he's talking about. He's watched all the documentaries. All right, we'll try the ball unknower. Nice. We'll try the stat pack game.
Dang, nab.
That sucks. That was highly unfortunate.
That sucks, man.
Okay, here we go. How does this even work? How to play? Let me read this real quick. Select 5 players with the corresponding years to maximize your score.
Oh man, dude, we even had the Ravens and Vikings. We would have gotten Josh Oliver.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That is big sad. What's going on here? Rushing touchdowns for Seattle, San Fran, LA, and the Cardinals from 2015 to 2020.
At QB.
At quarterback.
Okay.
Who played for the Cardinals last year outside of Brissett and Kyler?
I mean, that's probably from 2015 to 2026. That's almost certainly Kyler Murray.
Yeah, but Kyler hasn't played for San Fran, and
no, it's not. He's played for one of those teams. The
oh,
highest among all
I got
quarterbacks
you.
on those teams, and
Yeah.
it's definitely Kyler. Kyler's 100% number one.
He wasn't around in 2015. That's too
I mean,
early.
Yeah.
Or it's just saying in that
the
window.
other people I would think of there are Kaepernick.
I don't understand. I don't understand what it's asking.
Okay, from 2015 to 2026, among those teams in the NFC West,
Yeah.
at quarterback, who had the most rushing touch? Try to find the player with the most rushing touchdowns. It's easily Kyler Murray.
Unless it was but it's quarterback. Yeah.
gosh.
Okay. This is
Put in
hurting my
Kyler.
brain.
Yeah, I got it. I understand. There you go, Kyler Murray. Wait, what?
Yeah, you got it.
No, that says 1 touchdowns. That's not true. Oh, okay. Wait.
See, this is why I was
No, but
confused.
I was right, Nate. He was the leader. Why does it say 50th percentile though? Is that good, you guys?
This is not making sense.
It's not the time frame. You have to guess the year too. You have to pick the year. Okay, so like. Oh, okay. So from rushing touchdowns from 2015 to 2026, Chargers. So press add player. Wait, where do you put the year in?
Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, but what year was that?
Probably 20. I mean, a lot of years.
Press add player. Let's see if it's on there. Type Melvin Gordon. Yeah, we have to.
You're probably talking.
Okay, there it is. Okay. Oof. Okay.
Probably 20. When was he first drafted? He was a class of 2016.
2016
right?
or 2017. Yeah.
So let's go 2018. Because I know his first year was bad.
Yep,
Yeah.
that works. Nice. Good job. Good call, Nate. Good pull. Okay, 2020, 2026 rushing quarterbacks.
2020 to 2026.
I don't think this was after Cam.
Yep. Taysom Hill doesn't count, does he?
No, I bet he does count. And when should we do it? Taysom Hill 2023?
That or Baker had a good amount of rushing touchdowns.
No, I think
as well.
Taysom Hill is probably one of the better answers. But what year was that? It was 22 or 23 we had all those rushing touchdowns.
Taysom. It would have been the year after Drew Brees retired. 2021.
So 22.
So 2022.
Let's go 2022. I'm pretty sure 2022 had to get a
Taysom Hill
bunch.
year.
Let's do it. Nice. Let's go. We are cooking. You guys, we're cooking. All right.
Wait, 96th percentile means that was the most common answer, right?
No, that means we're in the 96th percentile of answers. 7 touchdowns in the 9. That's good.
Oh,
We've been in the 9. Like the gold means good.
Okay.
Okay. Rushing touchdowns. Okay, this is probably going to be for the Eagles, either Vic or LaShawn McCoy. The Vic year would have been 2004 or 5?
Nope, that was when he
that
was
was
on
the
the
Falcons.
Falcons. So he
The Eagles was
came-
2007, 8, 9.
So Vic was around when Manning was still on the Colts.
Well, let's
like
just do this.
2010.
What was the McCoy year?
That was after Vic. That was during Foles. It was when Foles was quarterback.
Was that 2015?
I think it was a little bit earlier than that. I think it was 2013 or 14, maybe.
We're stupid. We could just do Hurts. We could do Hurts any of the last.
Oh yeah.
We could do Hurts 2 years ago, right? 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts 2024. Although McCoy probably had more, but this is still a good answer. 2024. Do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
I like this game. All right. And then this will be easy.
Rushing. So you're talking. Actually, Mariota would be in that conversation.
Yeah, Mariota Titans. What year was that?
Luck had one really good year of rushing touchdowns.
He did. There's also an Anthony Richardson probably has a
I don't remember
handful in
what
there,
year.
too.
Yeah, that's true. It would have been 2024 for you want to go Mariota or just go with the easy AR? Because AR definitely led the division.
In 24, was it?
Yeah.
All right, do Anthony Richardson 2024. I'm fine with that.
Because Lawrence was hurt, so. No, 2024. 2024. Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
All right. We beat 55%. Dude, we would have been so much higher. We beat 50% of people and gave one answer away.
If we knew what we were talking about. Yeah, for the Kyler one.
Honestly, let's just refresh it and see if we can redo it. Mother fricker. Can we not erase it? Okay. Here, I'll put them in on my computer real quick and we'll see where we would have gotten. So pick one for the top one, Nate. We did Melvin Gordon 2018. That was a great poll.
Yeah.
And then we did Taysom Hill 2022.
Okay, so the top was Seattle from 20. We're so dumb, dude. We should have done Russ.
We could do Kyler 2020, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do Kyler 2020.
Yep. Or we could do Russ.
I'm doing Kyler 2020. He had a crap ton of points that year. 100th percentile, which was the top answer.
Nice.
And then Jalen Hurts. So Hurts 2024. And then Richardson 2024.
They said you can do previous days.
No, it's fine. We're because we need to get to doing other stuff. We beat 86% of other scores. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We gotta get higher, but yeah, I'm pretty. The Melvin Gordon poll was pretty good, and honestly, getting the years right for Taysom Hill, and that was good too. All right, sick. Let's go over to our queue here now. Very good. Good suggestion, whoever put that on. You can click on the guess to see the top 5 answers. Okay, so Kyler 2020 was the top one. Melvin Gordon so it was Austin. Oh, Austin Eckler in 22 and 21, Nathan. Completely forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
When he was the league winner.
Yeah,
Taysom Hill was the top answer for NFC South, but he had 8 in 2020 and 7 in 2022.
So is this like hive mind style where we want to have the most popular answer?
Well, no, you want to have the best answer.
Oh.
So like for Kyler, we had the best
so
answer.
It would be based on quantity.
For
of
Melvin
touchdowns.
Gordon, we had the 3rd highest. For Taysom Hill, we had the 2nd highest. For Jalen Hurts, we had the 3rd highest. He had more in 23 than he had 24. I'm such an idiot.
Did he really?
Yeah, and LaShawn McCoy was the number 1 answer, but we were off. It was 2011. I don't think we would have gotten there, so I'm glad we went Hurts.
Yeah, I was going to say 2013 or 14.
And then Richardson was actually the 5th best answer. Tannehill had 7 twice. Deshaun Watson in 2019. I should have known that. And then Trevor Lawrence in 25. I almost
So Mariota wasn't even on that list.
No. Trevor Lawrence, we should have known because he had so many last
He
year.
had a lot last year, yeah.
All right. I'll let you answer some trade cues here.
Okay. This is this from Jay Booth. He said, you had me try to trade Amon-Ra for Tate and Olave. This was a verbal counter. They seem to want ETN a lot. So Amon-Ra, ETN at a 28 second for Tate, Price, and what first? Scott. It's blocking. A 28 first. Nope.
Mid first, yeah.
Hard pass. Hard pass on this. This is not good enough. Resilience says Mahomes unlikely for Garrett Wilson in the 106. In a 10 team Superflex, absolutely taking Wilson in the 106. Good deal. Johnny Draft picks is Marv for Kenneth Walker straight up. That they're in the same tier. This is a totally even deal. I'm fine with this. I'm assuming this is based off of team need. So if you have to go with the running back, then you can go with the running back. That's fine. Ginger Snowman says Tet for Roman at 27 late first. Just trying to down tier there. A late 27 first in Rome for Tet. I feel a lot more comfortable about Tet than I do Rome. In the late 27 first, do I think that makes up for the 2.5 to 3 round gap between Rome and Tet? I'm not in love with this down tier, honestly. I kind of, if you saw our wide receiver rankings video today, we have Tet kind of in a unique tier of his own where he's not quite a cornerstone asset, but he's like the highest of highest foundationals in a tier of his own. And I'm not absolutely in love with this.
No, I would hold.
So if it were a mid first or even like an earlier mid first, I would be okay with it, but we'll hold Tet here. Rome in a mid second for Adams and Hart. Okay, this is a total underpay for Rome Odunze. This is where you hold Rome Odunze for sure. This is not close. Definitely sticking with Rome. All right. We are going to start at the top here with Hurts is bad. First team review of the day. Philly Fanatics is our team name here. I just did another blueprint that was sent to you off screen. Hurts is bad. If you're on the stream today, say what's up. Say hello. You said just seeing where to upgrade here. I feel like Tyler and Tyson on the Saints can be a hit for me, but maybe I sell for an up tier somewhere. Any thoughts would be great. Yeah. Let's look into this and see what would be best for your team and your situation. 12-team Superflex full PPR, no tight end premium, 6.8% production share, which is 11th in your league. And then we go the whole other end of the spectrum, being third in overall value share at 8.9%. And that does check out because you do have a couple of unproven young guys, but they do have quite a bit of value here on this roster. Drake May and Tyler Shuck, and Tua is going to be a 7. Hampton Price, Chuba is going to be a 5. London, Garrett Wilson, Tyson, Pearsall is going to be a 7, and then around to Gadsden and Stowers. Gadsden took a little bit of a hit from the Njoku signing, though I honestly don't think Gadsden is dead because of the signing either. Like, Njoku was a 1-year deal, and he's like 30 years old. So I'll give you a grade of 5 there at tight ends. Your picks, you have them all next year, and in 2028, draft capital grade will be a 4. Bench grade will be a 1. Good value share here. Probably just need to do one down tier at quarterback, and your last flex spot's Pearsall. It'll get better. We'll go standard value, well-rounded here.
It's a young team, too.
Yep.
Overall grade?
5.6.
So we didn't really talk about this, but obviously the Chargers signed Njoku.
Yeah, I just mentioned that. I honestly don't think it's doomsday for Gadsden. I would totally prefer that there's no Njoku there. Do I think it kills Gadsden in his career outlook for the rest of his career? Like, no. It's a 1-year deal for Njoku. He's 30 years old. He's getting up there in age. I actually didn't even see the contract details. I don't know what he got paid. But like, I wouldn't be shocked if it was a one-time thing and then go.
Yeah.
So it hurts Gadsden's market value 100%. and it makes me a little bit more uneasy about him for sure. That being said, I don't think he's going to be a total non-factor. I think I had him pretty conservatively ranked in my tight end ranks before this anyway, so I'm probably not going to change him or move him down much. So number one move that you would do here, I know you were talking about a potential up tier somewhere. I think the up tiers that I would be the most interested in are probably like Pearsall and Dobbs or some combo of like Wicks off of your bench here. And then I really am going to be looking at probably at least one down tier on this team, and it is going to be at the quarterback position. I'm going to start with Drake May. The Drake May move will be really helpful to kind of build up your skill position depth at running back and or wide receiver, depending on what plus you get on top. The Mahomes team does have Olave that's worth looking into. The Jaden Daniels team has Cam Scatterbo, and the Lamar Jackson team has Casey Concepcion. So I think it's worth looking into all of those. The up tier that I did mention with Pearsall and Dobbs, I want to get you to somebody that is a little bit more solidified in his, lead status heading into the year. Like if you want to go get a proven vet like Derrick Henry, you can go for it. If you want to get a wide receiver too,
Alec Pierce.
In Addison, then you can, or Alec Pierce is the other guy that I had in there as well. I think Alec Pierce is much, much safer, much more guaranteed. The absolute ceiling upside that you're going to be getting out of Ricky Pearsall is what Pierce is already giving you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you just go with the safety there, and that'll really help elevate your last flex spot, and that's before you make a potential Drake May down tier. Any third moves that stand out to you here? I like Hampton and Price. I like Wilson, London, and Tyson.
You too. I mean,
you could pivot off Wilson for a running back.
Yeah,
if you wanted to.
That's probably the move I'd give him because I'd
probably go Cook or JT there.
Honestly, I would probably pivot off Tyson for a running back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'd rather keep Wilson. I think Wilson might be more productive this year. That's
fair. All right, then we'll go ahead and take Tyson. You're going to want to be targeting James Cook there. JT would also be fine.
Yeah.
See what you can get done in that type of deal. Again, just trying to raise your production upside. Your production rank is going to be naturally low. You have a bunch of unproven guys, not a lot of production necessarily expected right out the gate for Tyson. Though long term, I do think it's definitely in the cards for him. I mean, he could be very productive this year. It's very possible. But Price as well, you just know how it goes with rookies every single year. Generally, they're kind of ramping up for a good chunk of the season. And every once in a while, you get a surprise guy, but probably want to spread out your investments with the young and the proven guys, because you do have quite a bit of young, unproven guys in your starting lineup right now.
Kind of the main thing that stood out to me here is even though he's got a good value share and he's contending fine in this league, you've got guys Hampton needs to break out, Price needs to break out, Tyler Shuck technically needs to continue his breakout from last year. Jordan Tyson needs to break out. Ricky Pearsall hasn't broken out. Arani Gadsden needs to break out. Eli Sowers needs to break out. And so you've just got too many of those guys, and you could just be pivoting off of that value to sure thing value and feel, pretty good about it. And so I thought the same thing, but it's still a very good team. You're definitely going to be in the mix this year. Hurts is bad. So we appreciate you. If you have questions, let us know on the Discord, and we're happy to help. But yeah, anything in the meantime, just let us know. All right. We're going to Thrawny Boy is next. Again, we've got a couple different things going on tonight. We've got, I think, 4 spots still in the high stakes league. If you do want a live team blueprint tonight and to get into that high stakes league, you can any blueprint premium purchase or membership purchase gets you into the high stakes league. So I think we have 4 more spots left still. It's drafting on Tuesday at 7 p.m. It's a $250 a year league, and so it is going to be a featured stream where we stream your entire draft, of course, go over every pick, and it's very very high stakes, and so you can do that. And again, if you're not a member and you'd like to get a live team blueprint, you can do that because you do get a free blueprint with the annual Mother Flocker tier with code DOMAIN over on the site. You can become a domain member, get a free team blueprint on tonight's stream, a full comprehensive plan for your Dynasty team, the infinite blueprint, the trade calculator, the bakery, the My Team's portfolio, one-on-one access to Nathan and I in our Discord DMs, Plus, you're going to get, everything in Rookie Draft Blueprint. If you haven't had your blueprint, the true ranks, the Discord, the leagues, so you can get in new leagues and stuff as well. So check that out if you have not, and if you're not a member and you'd like to get a free team blueprint tonight, you can do that. So we will do any if you do join tonight, we will do your blueprint live on the show. So hey guys, do I need to reapply the infinite blueprint if I pay for another full year? It should automatically reapply it for you, Madvid. So you should be good to go. If you don't get it for some reason, you can obviously let us know. So Stocks says, why am I not in the queue? Not in the queue, but copped the blueprint premium yesterday. Okay, so if you bought a blueprint premium yesterday, we would have moved it to in progress and started it already for you. So you are in the queue. You're just not in the live queue. So we actually already started your blueprint, and I can confirm it with you right now, but I'm pretty sure we did. So,
all right, Thrawny boy.
Yep, we've got yours. What's up, Thrawny boy? You're up, man. We've got you, Stalk. So we've actually already pulled yours over and started on it. So we appreciate you, man. Let us know if you have questions, but you're good.
TOT is our team name here. Tots. Hey guys, new mother flocker, and this is my first ever startup draft. Goal is to contend for a couple of years. Would love to know what y'all think I should try to do and maximize my opportunity this year. Maybe a tier up at quarterback or tight end. All right, man. Welcome to the community, by the way, and let us know if you're here on the stream.
Yeah, he's here. He's here, and he's ready to go. So we'll start grading this out for you, man. Looks like you're third here in the Flock power rankings, and so people have been asking us, by the way, about the site labels. It says strong contender here, but you've got Purgatory. If you go up to the top, Scott, you might have another one up there. No, strong rebuilder. So we don't make those definitions. We have our own value and roster archetypes with the blueprints. I don't know.
Those are not our verdicts.
I do not know what the thresholds for those are, but hopefully they'll post a key here soon. But it's a 10-team Superflex here for you, Thrawny. It's a full point PPR with 3/4 point tight end premium. Your production share here in a 10 teams, 13.8%. That's first in this league. Very productive team here. 3.8% over expected for production, and value share is 10.5%. That's fifth in this league.
It's a good team.
Okay, you've got Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love, Superflex, Tua Tagovailoa. We'll give you a 6 there. Hampton, Barkley, Javonte, Swift, and Harvey. I'm going to give you a 7. That's pretty good depth as well. Chase, Lamb, Nico, Michael Pittman's an 8, and then Jake Ferguson will give you a 3. You've got your 27 first as well. I'll give you a 3 at draft capital. Bench is going to be at 1. So, yeah, overall, 5.4 here. I think this is just a standard value, well-rounded contend. I mean, with, your top 5 in value share still, I would like you to be a little bit higher in value share, but your production share is really high. I think it puts you firmly in the contending category for a couple of years. And I think what we can do here is make a couple moves that, maybe don't lower our production ceiling this year, but also can help us maintain that value year over year better and don't put you in a spot where you're like 7th in value share after this year.
This is a start 12.
Yeah, so it's a deep
there are
league.
4 wide receiver spots.
Yeah, and so he's doing pretty well right now, honestly. His lineup's built out fairly well for this format. We have players that we like better in some of these ranges, and so we'll make some moves, probably at quarterback.
Yeah, I know you had mentioned an up tier at quarterback or tight ends. We're not going to recommend either of those, not in this format. It's so deep. Your last flex spots right now are DeAndre Swift and RJ Harvey. We need to work on getting those better and raising that upside. And the way that we're going to do that is by down tiering, most likely from 1 or 2 of your quarterbacks at least. And then probably down tiering from wide receiver as well. I would do a Nico down tier. Do you want a down tier from both or one of the QBs?
I think we can afford one. I think we can do one.
All right. So we'll down tier from Lawrence. He's the pricier guy. And then you want down tier from 2 wide receivers?
No, not
I've got him down tier from Nico for sure.
Nico's a fine. I don't want to do any more down tiers after that. I think we do a pivot after that.
Okay.
I'm fine pivoting or taking Harvey in a second and getting like Henry or somebody super flexible there, like just a better like veteran flex guy. I think 2 down tiers is plenty for this team.
All right, we'll take Harvey in the 2.
No, you're good, Stocks. No, like 95% of our blueprint premiums we do off stream. Somebody submits one while we're live, we'll do it for them just because we're live. But most of the time we do all of them pretty much off screen. So they take a while, so it's better to do them off screen anyway. So
yeah, really, Derrick Henry is kind of the number 1 guy that we look for, probably with that Harvey in the second round up tier. Jacobs, ETN are always guys that should be in play as well. Mm-hmm. If you're going to go wide receiver, which in this format you really can't get enough wide receivers, Alec Pierce is another option there as well. Now, taking a look at Nico Collins, the lad team does have Addison, so if you want to do a small down tier, you could look into something like that. I'm going to give you some ideas going down to A.J. Brown and T. Higgins too. The Higgins team has the T Higgins team has Jameson Williams.
I don't think this is a domain league either. So in non-domain leagues,
you might be able to get more.
You can like in a domain league, like the ADP of Lad and Nico, like they're back to back. Unlike a non-domain league though, Nico's going a little bit ahead by probably almost a round ahead every single time. Like non-domain ADP, keep trade cut ADP. All has Nico, so you could maybe get a little bit on top here, Throwing Boy. So
the AJ Brown team is the same team as Ladd and Addison, and ETN is also on that roster, so you could look into that too.
Yep, you could.
Taking a look at some Lawrence down tiers. The Purdy team has Scadaboo. That would be sweet. If you have to give a piece back, go for it. Totally okay with that. It is going to depend on how your league values a guy like Trevor Lawrence as well. I've seen Lawrence go very, very, very high. I've seen him go closer to where Nix and Purdy are going as well. The one guy that I do see consistently go, the one guy who can go higher than the others is Lawrence, though. So it does kind of just depend. If you went down to a let's look at the team with Dak. Dak Prescott team has Jalen Waddle. Would be nice. And then if you went like a Darnold or a Goff, that point you're going pretty far down. And you would likely be looking at like a Bucky Irving type on the Goff team. What questions do you have on those three moves, man? Hope that makes sense with the trying to avoid quarterback and tight end up tiers. Those are our non-essential positions. We consider them non-essential positions for contending teams. The best contending teams 9 out of 10 times are the teams that are superior from a production perspective at running back and wide receiver. 9 out of 10 times at least. Not that you can't win and be super successful with elite quarterbacks and tight ends. Not that you can win because of them, but generally the common denominator that we see with every champion, regardless of whether they're an elite value team or a lower end standard value contending team or even an aging value, is they have the most productive players at running back and wide receiver primarily. Not necessarily the highest valued quarterbacks who are producing close to the same level that your cheaper guys are, like Goff and Dak and the other types of guys in that range.
Yeah. What questions do you have on that though, Throny? Keep this up for a minute while we wait for him to check in, but yeah, hopefully that makes sense.
All right, while we're waiting for him, we have a couple trade questions that we can answer.
Yeah,
here.
and real quick, answering your question here, Glow. We ran the 2 blueprint special for our new members a couple weeks ago. If I know you haven't been an active sub for a couple months, so if you did want to come back, we could hook you up. So he said, none I can think of. All right,
awesome.
Man. Appreciate you too. So yeah, let me know if that works, Glow. We'll hook you up with whatever you want. So.
All right.
So appreciate you, clutch takes. Thanks for the encouragement. All right, Pace Snag's got a trade question here for us. Daiquiri, Prescott, Bucky, Rashee Rice to 27 mid first for Trevor Lawrence, James Cook, and George Pickens. I mean, probably the right side. I mean, you're getting the 3 better players there, and you're paying a 27 first to upgrade at 3 different positions there. I would take the right side pretty easily here. 8. Agree?
Yeah, I'll call it fair. We are going to have a talk about 27 first, by the way. Not you and me. Us with
Maybe we do that video
people,
tomorrow.
potentially. Yeah, I'm in a stalemate right now where I'm like, I know
Gibbs.
how.
Actually, let me go see the. If he adds JMO, is it good? Yes. If you get JMO back here, I feel a lot better because you get a player back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still pretty good with it from a value standpoint, but I would love to get JMO back.
Yeah.
Get JMO back. You deserve it.
I would do this deal straight up for Gibbs. All right, Ant, you're up next, man. Stingy Ant.
Stingy Ant.
My team is so different. He said my team is so different now. I love trading.
We haven't done this team in a while, I feel like. All right.
Let's take a look.
Let's do these. So
nice. Okay, nice.
yes. So this is a team we've looked at before. It's a 10 team. It is a super flex. It's a full point PPR. Production share is 8%, which is 9th in this league. However, your value shows 11.3%, which is 3rd in this league. Very nice. I like that. You have Daniels, Mendoza, and Shuck there. Nice little quarterback room. Give you a 7 there. Gibbs, Price, Harvey, will give you a 6. Garrett Wilson, Olave, Rasheed Rice, Omar Cooper Jr., Matthew Golden, Josh Downs, Denzel Boston, and Elijah Surratt. It's a 6. It is a 6. I'm giving you a 7 because you have Omar Cooper and Elijah Surratt. You do get the 1 point IU bonus. And then Brock Bowers is a 10, obviously. So no picks, though. We'll give you a 0 at draft capital. You don't have any first or seconds the next couple of years. Your bench is a 3 here. Overall is a 5.8, and we'll go standard value, well-rounded, contend for this one. I like it. It's a good standard value team here. Yeah, you seem to have traded a lot. Got a lot of young players on this team now. You've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rookies. So you drafted a lot of guys in this year's class, and I'm hoping they all hit. So, but the team looks good. And let's make a couple moves here to contend. Right now, your last flex spots are Rasheed Rice and Omar Cooper Jr. You got Matthew Golden and Josh Downs. You can afford an up tier there at wide receiver for sure. Mm-hmm. You really need an up tier at wide receiver at the top, too. You don't have any picks. You've got Bowers in a non-tight end premium league, and you've got Daniels. So you're kind of dominating your top quarterback room or top quarterback position, and then your tight end position as well. What's your idea?
Move Daniels for an elite wide receiver, and then move one of our lower wide receivers for a quarterback.
Okay, let's do that. So we're gonna swap the Daniels value around here. Sorry, I don't know, Nate. Actually, hold on. Okay, yeah, no. If we're getting another quarterback, then yes, it just has to be somebody super productive because
he's got Shuck as his 3rd, and Shuck will start.
Yeah, Shuck will be a starting guy.
With Fernando sitting as your 3rd, is you're fine.
Yeah, okay, cool. So who do we want to move Daniels for? Jefferson.
Yep. Amon-Ra, Neighbors.
I'm going to say Neighbors. Yeah, I think Neighbors has started to fall into that range now, and I'm comfortable giving him as a buy. He might not be super good to start the year, but you won't regret buying into him. So
nope. What wide receiver should we move for a QB?
Let's go with probably Coop.
Cooper it is.
Well, is that too low?
We can take Coop in a depth piece. Let's take Cooper and Downs.
I agree with that.
Omar Cooper and Joshua Downs, and then that should get you like Baker Goff Darnold. Those like 7th, 8th round quarterbacks. And I think our last move here is going to be kind of like Avery mentions, taking some of our bench guys here and getting more flexible options. I think RJ Harvey and Matthew Golden, if we just take those guys and get up to somebody that we feel a little bit more comfortable with the production that they're going to offer this year right now, then go for it. Alec Pierce is someone that we've kind of been cool with, where he's been priced. Derrick Henry is another one. Josh Jacobs continues to be like the 2nd cheapest high production upside running back that isn't 75 years old, which I guess makes him the cheapest because Derrick Henry is 75 years old. So see how much it costs to get like a Josh Jacobs on this team. I would pay a good amount of depth that you have to get Josh Jacobs on this team. What questions do you have on those 3 moves?
It's a solid team, though. You've done good. Ant. Stingy Ant.
Stingy, by the way. I don't know if you knew.
You sure about
Stingy.
Nate.
And if you have any questions about this, if you're watching it on demand later on, feel free to reach out to us on Discord, or you can always, again, just drop some messages in here if you have follow-ups during the stream.
All right.
Thank you, sir. All right, Andy, you're jumping the line, man.
Andy, what is up, my friend? Also, you're in the league for Tuesday. Omar Cooper Jr. or a 28? I mean, if it's really an early, I guess I'm fine taking the 28 if you think it's going to be like a legitimately early first. So I guess I'm fine with that. If you are, yeah, it's that guy's first, I would be okay with it. I know you are. I know that league pretty well, actually. So I see yours, Wormy. CD Lamb for T-Mac in a 27 mid first. I would take McMillan in the first year pretty easily. I like CD Lamb right now, but I would take the first, I think, Relentless. I would take this one too as well. MJR. I would take this. I would take this deal. So, and then Dewika, this is Waddle and Wandale for Chase Brown, essentially. I'm fine taking Chase Brown here. Yeah. They're just up tiering to a little bit of a better running back here. I like this. All right, cool. What's up, Andy Cleaves? Good to see you, my friend. We appreciate you.
Yep.
The domain's #1 customer of all time, Andy Cleaves. I've already gotten a blueprint for it. I've got your other one right here. Team, it was a 1-year reload. Last year, my roster's changed a ton. Let's cook. All right, here we go. So looking at this is a 12-team Superflex, Chucky Lee Ray. It's a 12-team Superflex. It is a full point PPR. It's a half point tight end premium. 8.9% production share is 6th in this league. And then a 10.7% value share is 1st in this league. Let's compare. Last time you did a blueprint on this team, production share was 7.1%, which was 10th in your league. Okay, so you've jumped almost 2% in production share. And your value share has jumped 1%. This is masterful Dynasty fantasy football, ladies and gentlemen. We did a blueprint premium for this a couple months ago, and he's had a % jump in value and 2% in production share. And he was a standard value then. He's still a standard value, but he's an even stronger standard value now, and the value is crazy. Look at his receiver room here in this format. We love to see it. Draft Capital will give you a... I need to grade out your positions here first, actually. Patrick Mahomes, Trevor Lawrence, Malik Willis will give you an 8. Quinshon Judkins, Kenneth Walker, Javonte Williams is a 7. T-Mac, Tate, Wilson, Tyson, Waddle, 9. That's really good. A.J. Brown's on your bench, and you're starting 5 wide receivers. A.J. Brown's your wide receiver 6. And then Harold Fannin is an 8 there. You do have your 27 and 28 first year. So your draft capital is going to be a 3, benches a 4. Overall is a 7, 67th percentile of blueprints that we do. You are pushing enhanced value here, but I'm going to give you standard value around a contend. I think we will see.
Do you think a wide receiver factory maybe?
Oh yeah, wide receiver factory. My apologies. Yes, 100%. Yeah, wide receiver, standard value, wide receiver factory, contend. And let's look at some of your advanced analytics here. I'm actually curious to see how these have changed now that we've drafted our players and also made a couple moves here. Things have definitely fallen in your favor here. When we're looking at your value proportion chart here, 43% of your roster value is at wide receiver. And at that position, you have a 12.2% league value share. 19% of your roster's running back value, you have an 8% running back value share. 26% of your roster value is quarterback, and you have a 10.5% value share quarterback. And then you have 7% of your value is draft capital, and 4% of your value is tight end. You have a 6% tight end value share as well. Your average age is 28 at quarterback, but 24 at running back, 24 at wide receiver, and 22 at tight end. Very young across the board here. And let's compare 3 factors. 7.8 is your installation score for this time around. Last time, your installation was a 6.3, so you've made your team more insulated. Your production score here is a 7.5. Last time, you were at a 5.8, so you've gotten more productive. Situational is the highest of the 3, 8.5. Last time, your situational was the worst of the 3. It was a 4.5. My friend, wow, have you gotten much better on this team in a very short amount of time. This is very good dynasty management, you guys. This is, again, we got you at first in the power rankings. We had you at second last time, so congratulations on that. Last time, your top categories were upside shot, foundational, and cornerstone. Now it's foundational, mainstay. Foundational is the main one here. You've got 5 foundational pieces here: McMillan, Lawrence, Tate, Wilson, Judkins, and Tyson. a mainstay in Kenneth Walker, a bunch of mains. It's basically foundationals and mainstays here. And technically one cornerstone, it's Patrick Mahomes, and he's probably our last cornerstone. So it's funny because you really do have a lot of foundational pieces here and not a lot of cornerstones. And when we're looking at your league format, you know, you technically have A.J. Brown, Javonte Williams on your bench, Malik Willis on your bench. You probably are going to want to get 2 cornerstones in these moves, I think. I think it's time to have 3 cornerstones in this roster, and I think it's probably time. You know, last time on this roster, we told you to pivot from. Actually, we told you to down tier from Mahomes. I don't even think you need to do that.
I've got a bunch of up tiers for you now. You have a ton of depth here.
I think a pivot from Mahomes is the better option if we're going to do anything there, because we gave him down tier last time. Up tier from the picks, pivot from the 112, pivot from the 109. Luther Burden, pivot to Marv Scadaboo or Kyron Williams is what we gave him last time.
Yeah, Burden's gone. All the players that we recommended are gone except for Mahomes.
Who'd you get for Burden? I'm curious. You obviously traded him away, and you also did Ricky Pearsall and Xavier Worthy. Assuming you got somebody nice there. So very good. This was clearly quite a while ago because I can tell just by the trade suggestions here.
Yep.
We wouldn't have
because we had him hold on to Willis, so this must have been pre-signing.
Yep.
For Willis as well, because we liked Willis as a hold for a lot of teams before he signed. We got a ton of young, unproven guys here.
Yeah, a lot. So same thing. I mean, we're just going to get more proven.
Yeah. Yepers, that's what we're going to do. Yes, sir. So if I were you at this point, this is where I would be comfortable taking what I'm pretty confident is going to be a late 27 first, and I would probably package that on top of Garrett Wilson to get one of those cornerstone level assets that Avery was mentioning. The 2 best ways I think for you to get cornerstone assets on this team are by taking Garrett Wilson in that first and Tet plus Waddle, because we have so much depth to play with right now. With Wilson in that late first, that should get you up to London, Hampton, and Achane. With Tet McMillan and Waddle, I'm really looking at like Amon-Ra Jefferson or Neighbors. Since you do have like Quinshawn, Walker, Carnell Tate, currently Tet McMillan and Tyson as well. Probably take one of those guys. Jordan Tyson's in a really good range for hyper-productive running backs that you could pair with Quinshawn and Walker. So if you want to move him for James Cook or JT, I would be okay with that. You could also pay a little more to get up to George Pickens as well. I did spot Monungai and Harvey on your bench too. If you can just get up to like the Derrick Henry or Alec Pierce range, I think that would be helpful for the guys coming off of your bench who I would expect to be more reliable if you get those players rather than guys who are in committee backfields right now. And then our 6th move, what to do with Kenneth Walker, man. I don't mind Kenneth Walker on your team. I'm okay with you holding on to him if you want. I do have a Malik Willis move for you. If you want to just get Stafford, take the points that you know are going to come. Take him. Daniel Jones is another guy who I do think is actually safer than Malik Willis, and Jones isn't safe, but Willis is not any safer. And then Kyler Murray is really your upside shot if you want to pay up to get him. And then let's go ahead and take Coker and Chris Rodriguez and try to up tier there.
Alex says RJ Harvey to Kittle plus would be nice if you wanted to flip Fannin for a running back or wide receiver in that range. Shoot, you could do that.
Yeah.
I actually really like that.
That's a good move. Yeah.
Yep.
With Coker and Rodriguez, if you can get up to guys that are going to be productive vets in that range, if you want to go for a tight end to pair with Fannin, if you don't trust Fannin too much, you go for a Ferguson, or maybe you go for a Rico Dowdle or a Jalen Warren, whichever one you think is going to produce in that offense. It just happened last year that Gainwell and Warren were both productive at points in time during the year, so that could be the case this year as well. Questions on those moves?
Any questions?
Dragons is a bug.
He says, no, sir, we're cooking. You are cooking, dude. Whatever you are doing is working. So hopefully what we're able to offer you has been helpful as well. But I mean, I think, dramatically increased your chances of winning this league. And I think now you can take even another step of getting that production share up to like 10+%. I think these moves will help you do that. I think you're going to put yourself in a really good position to win again. So, and we got to, Andy, it is in our best interest to have you win as much money as possible. So we're going to do that. So we appreciate you, man. You know we love you. We'll see you on Tuesday in the high stakes league. Good luck in that one. Winning that one will get you some Buku bucks too. So, all right. Let's do this. Guess who does have a trade question here for us? This is from Wade, and I've got his comments in the in my Discord chat. He said, "Do I move Darnold in a second to up tier at QB after?" So basically, he would be getting a 27 mid-late second for Michael Penix. Let me read his comments here real quick so I'm not butchering this. Was offered 27 late, but I have Darnold as my second QB. What can I upgrade to? Purdy and Nick Hunter doesn't seem interested. So if you're talking about an upgrade from Darnold, to be honest with you, I don't think you need to. I think Darnold's a perfectly good quarterback too. If anything, just try to go get Stafford or Daniel Jones to swap in every once in a while. Kyler maybe. And roll with Darnold. I mean, Darnold's a really good plug-and-play second quarterback option here. I would take the 27 second for Penix, and then I would just hold Darnold, in my opinion. Yeah. Obviously, if you can use seconds to up tier like to a Purdy or Nix, you can, but you can't. I mean, you could try Dak. You could try Goff. I'd pay second on top of both of those guys, or on top of Darnold for both of those guys. You could try Cam Ward. You could try Tyler Shuck. Try those guys. If not, then ride with Darnold. Darnold's a good contending quarterback this year. So,
calling out Dejan Ken. Let us know if you're on the stream, man.
He's here. It's KT.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I'll take the 27
I just saw you there, KT. Thanks, man.
Did he get in the league? Yeah, he's in the league. All right, so I got him.
Mark him down.
So DJ can. I'm marking that down now. Okay, where did I put that at? No, I'm happy to do this live. Okay. Top customer status. Where was I updating that list? In our league in Waffle. There we go. All right, 3 more spots left for the high stakes league. And he's jumping the line, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, 2 more spots left. My apologies. 2 more spots left for the high stakes league. That's Blueprint Premium, a la carte Blueprint Premium or membership. Matthew Golden, Dalton Kincaid, and a third for Kenneth. Pfft. Did you get this done?
That's
just messaged
ridiculous.
Me. Purely as a flex. You suck. How did you do this? What league does this? And again, we get trashed for recommending people make moves on videos that are so much better than this. Like, and people are like, that doesn't happen. Oh my gosh, I wish they could see some of your guys' leagues. Yes. Way to flex. Good job. Give him a free trade question. Flex questions are free, of course. Mother fricker, dude. How did you do that? All right, my boy KT Aggie getting in another high stakes league, my friend. I'm excited to see you draft. We'll come back to this. Let's go to DJ and Kins for now. And let's that's insane. So you got the Matthew Golden side, Nagasuma. Nice. Good trade for you. You got Matthew Golden there. Let's look at this for you. It says it's a 25 startup here. So this is a newer league for you. It's a 12 team. It's a half point tight end premium. And I think it's a full point PPR. I sent the 102 plus Tootin to Love. I'm assuming that means like for Jeremiah Love, which I would love. Wanting to move the 202 for a player. Or do I draft Claire or move back for Raritan? You would probably need to move back quite a bit for Raritan there. Move soft verbal on Scat at 27 first and Coca for Genty. Oh my God. Same team open to moving Loveland. London and Garrett Wilson manager also open. Can't quite agree around Marv. Want to build through youth. Hashtag let's go. Hashtag let's go. Let's do it. 12 teams, Superflex. You mentioned it. It's a full point PPR. It is a half point tight end premium here. Your production share sits at 7.7% right now on this team, which is 9th in your league. Your value share is much higher. You have a 9.4% value share, which is 3rd in this league. You've got Jaden Daniels. You got Trevor Lawrence at your quarterback position. Pretty nice there. It's an 8. Chase Brown, Cam Scadaboo, Jonathan Brooks give you a 3 there. Tep McMillan, Romo Dunze, Marv, Josh Downs, Travis Hunter. A lot of unproven guys. I think you kind of mentioned that. It's a 7. Ferguson's a 1. You've got the 101 this year, which that move for the 102 was, with the 102 plus was great. You mentioned moving the 202. We'll go ahead and give you a move for that as well.
But package it with a depth guy and up tier.
Yeah, draft capital's a 9, bench is a 1 here. Overall, it's a 5.6. This is right in the 50th percentile teams we do. You know, you mentioned build through youth, and I think that kind of suggests reload to me. You're pretty young. You have the value to contend here, but you don't really have the production to contend at all. Obviously, Love's going to help this a lot, and we could make moves here to contend. I guess I'll ask
if we down tier from both QBs, I think
we could,
definitely can.
We can not down tier from the QBs and just roll out a crazy roster next year. So I guess, KT, what do you want to do? Would you rather try to contend, or would you rather just take a year to reload? Both. There's not a wrong answer here, in my opinion, because again, like Nathan said, you do just have to make more, high-end cornerstone level player sacrifices when you want to contend immediately, and you can risk holding those guys. Definitely not a rebuild, John. I don't think it's. I mean, he's got a 9.4% value share. His value share over expected is a full percentage point. So rebuilds we usually see 2% plus below value share expected, and so I don't think it's a rebuild. I think it might be a 1 year like punt, or he just makes moves to get wide receivers, like you're saying. So yeah,
good with reloading, getting value.
I think that's where I think you could have a super team in a year. So let's just do it.
All right.
Okay, so then let's hold Daniels. I'm still fine.
I will
moving
still have you down
Lawrence.
here from Lawrence.
I'm still fine moving Lawrence on this team. I think he's probably at his value ceiling right now. Could be wrong about that technically, but yeah. Yeah, 1 year reload while on. It's good. And then.
So that'll make us pivot from Chase Brown, which I'm totally cool with. I'm probably going to have you shop Marv and see if we can get a guy that we like a little bit more.
Yeah, he said people weren't agreeing with his Marv price. So it kind of makes me think we just have to hold him there, which I know sucks because that's one of the most ideal moves on this team. But as a reload, you are taking the upside shot with Marv and Odunze. So tell me what
takes away a lot of guys for us to move.
Yeah, what's the Marv status in your league, do you think? Kenneth Gainwell's an easy move there.
Yeah, but
202.
I have the 202 and downs already, so we can go Gainwell and Coker.
KT says he still believes too. Yeah, and that's fine. That's honestly fine.
So Lawrence down tier, Gainwell and Coker up tier, Downs and 202 up tier, Chase Brown pivots, leaves us with 2 more moves. Yeah. I really, as a reload, would be shopping both QBs anyways.
That's what I was gonna say. We can give you Daniel's ideas. I don't mind holding Daniels in this team though. I really don't. You could go back up to the first round consistently in Dynasty, and you feel pretty good about that in a year or so. But I don't mind that for this team either, so I'm good with it. We're gonna give you ideas for it.
If you can't package the 202 with Downs, I'll give you straight up moves for the 202 as well. At that price point, you're probably looking at like Montgomery, Chuba Hubbard. Basically like veteran market plays where you can move them at a premium closer to the season. With Downs in the 202, you're probably looking at like DJ Moore, Alec Pierce, Jordan Addison. Chase Brown's a fun one. I'm going to put Jadarian Price on here, just the player. I know your draft hasn't happened yet, but...
So he made one bad trade last year. He traded Cook for Brown and Downs. It could be... Well, hold on. James Cook for Chase Brown
and Downs,
that's actually not that bad. I mean, Chase Brown is, depending on what format you're drafting in, is getting pretty close to James Cook. Like, they're only a round apart. So, like, if you look at domain drafts recently, I need to add a draft to this domain draft, our last draft we did. If you're looking at domain drafts, Chase Brown... 501, James Cook, I guess 306. So that's a round and a half. So, I mean, it's a little rough, but it's fine. I honestly don't. I think you could sell high on Chase Brown and get pretty close to your value back. That's why I'm not worried about it. He's cool from downturning from Daniels, Purdy, and Nix. Will allow us to pick up more upside shots, and so that's the advantage there. So I do like that.
Yeah. Price, again, I mentioned if you can move Chase Brown for Price. Luther Burden's another guy that you can go for if you're going all upside shots here. Lab McConkey's another upside premier type guy that you can go for. Again, going to be a little dependent on how Chase Brown is priced in your league, on the higher end or the lower end of what market consensus is. Looking at Gainwell and Coker here, if you're up tiering, I would try to, again, same sort of story as the 202, just try to get proven productive veterans that you can move at a premium later on. Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin is another one, right?
Yeah, of course.
And then that kind of takes us to the quarterback down tier options. The Jordan Love team does have Tucker Kraft. If you did a big down tier to Sam Darnold, I'd probably try to integrate Chris Olave there. If you went down to the Dak Prescott team, that team has the 105. He's Kyler. Honestly, I'm not a super huge fan of anything there. The Jared Goff roster does have Bucky if you want to play the market with him. 27 first as well. Probably be shooting for the 27 first. With Daniels, you're looking at guys in higher ranges, right? The Brock Purdy team does have, you traded away James Cook, so I'm not sure how possible that would be. That team also has the 102. I'd probably be looking at the 102 in Brock Purdy. The Joe Burrow team is another down tier option that you could look at. That team does have Cam Ward. Cam Ward's a good market play at the moment. Then let's say Bo Nix.
I wonder I hope
the Bo Nix team has George Pickens.
I hope for the sake of all my Cam Ward rookie cards now that he does really well this year.
Nice.
I genuinely wonder how he's going to do this year. Like, how much better?
I do too. I think he's a big wild card.
I think he is too, but I think he has a lot of potential.
I think his upside is as good as we thought it.
I think so.
I still think the upside potential is what we originally thought it was. So
yeah.
He didn't do anything last year to merit losing value.
Oh, he did say he won't do Kraft.
Okay.
Yeah, tight end.
All right. I'll find a different player on the Love team. Probably looking at like the 106. He's got the 108 there too. So see what you can get done there. What other questions do you have,
Lawrence
KT?
down to Ward and Shuck scares me. I agree. That's a pretty far down tier. You'd probably have to get a...
Yeah, I didn't mention that. Down tier to Ward or Shuck from Lawrence. I mean, you can look into that if you want to, but I've got Love, Darnold, and Goff as your three options there.
Someone says you redeem the Matt Stafford card. No, I didn't. I actually pulled another one. So, any questions here, KT?
If you're down tiering to Shuck or Ward, I mean the players on that team that are the most interesting to me on top of those players are Judkins and Tyler Warren. So, those are who I'd want to integrate if you were to make that move, which again isn't necessarily something that I think you have to do.
Obviously, all that's going to be on your blueprint. So, quick little life update for you guys, because I know you'll think this is really funny. I'm terminally ill with a sickness that is I have bought a lot of the Topps Chrome cards. I've probably opened 15 mega boxes. So, they're all sitting over there on the table. Nathan can attest. There are lots of... No. I know I need to do it. I'll talk to you about it afterwards. I know. That's true.
And then put them in my office.
Because technically is a... Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, I've been pretty obsessed, to be honest with you. So I've pulled about 15 boxes of those suckers. So. Yeah, Wormy, we can hold off on yours.
I'm surprised you did it after.
So I kind of got addicted. But here's the thing. I will say this. After pulling a lot of the other types of cards and then pulling Chromes, I literally only want to pull Topps Chromes now. I can't. The return on investment on those is so much higher than the other cards, in my opinion. So I just stopped buying anything else.
Which one are we holding?
Wormies. So he's not up yet. So I am addicted to ripping. It's true. So I'm buying the mega boxes. So I may. I'm just gonna. This is just my therapy session. You guys can just therapy me. I may or may not be buying a case of them tomorrow. So then of 20 of them. So.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
From where?
Dude that had a case of them selling them on Facebook Marketplace. So sealed case. So yeah,
that's a lot of money.
Yep. I didn't think about that though. It is kind of similar. It's similar to Legos in the sense that they can hold their value and.
Yeah, you just don't know what you're getting.
Yeah, it's much different in that aspect, but yeah, there is no ROI on ripping cards. That is actually true. Unless you don't open the box, you don't actually.
Where the heck is that music coming from?
It's turn on in that room. Sorry.
That's the nice thing about the season packs that aren't anything special is, yeah, they're not anything special, but if they're tops, you know exactly what are in them.
See, David, I actually disagree with that.
Are super valuable.
I have seen people open the hobby boxes, and the hits that you get in the mega boxes for a small, for $70 compared to 900. I mean, I've pulled multiple autos out of mega boxes, like, so I disagree. I don't think the hobby boxes are necessarily the best thing for chromes, but.
Casey said, did you already answer his question about Brooks
No,
and
I did
Ayuk?
not,
Okay, he said, am I selling Brooks Ayuk for premiums if they get good news on the field? Absolutely. If they get good news on the field, I would probably shop them. I don't think either of those are guarantees enough that I'd be like, yeah, you want to hold them through that hype. Just depends on where they end up being priced and if it's worth offloading them or not. So we'll see.
So
I also said getting married 6/11 on June 11th. So congrats, man. Thank you all so much for the community and good times for the single years. It meant a lot to me. Friday night live streams were legit.
all right, well don't go away now that you're getting married.
Yep.
We can't live without you. Just real quick, the hits, I've gotten a number of numbered cards, a couple rookie autos. I pulled a Legends of the Gridiron Tom Brady that was numbered to like 150 and it's worth like 200 something bucks. So that paid for a couple of my
I was
boxes.
gonna say Aaron was like freaking when
Yeah.
saw that one.
So I've had some really good pulls from the megas. I think.
Are you gonna keep the ones that are worth a lot, or are you gonna sell them?
I don't know.
'Cause, like, I
don't really need to sell them.
I don't know how much more the like the Tom Brady one, it's worth that much. Is it going to be worth more later on? Because it's like, you know, like his career is already done.
Scott, will you go in there and turn that freaking off? It's the power conditioner's on the top of the rack. Just hit the power button. So yes, I have what are you talking about? This is all speculation, Matt. What are you talking about? It's definitely not. I'm happy to send you pictures of all the freaking cards right there on the table. But Cool Ranch or regular Doritos? I'm Cool Ranch. Nate, what are you?
I haven't had Doritos in years.
Okay,
so I don't know.
Homeschool.
I think I used to prefer the Cool Ranch.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell you now, honestly, because I haven't had.
Yeah, David said I bought an 800 Topps Chrome hobby box, got like $100. Why did that just go black? There it goes. Hello. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, it's the displays. I bought an $800 Chrome hobby box and got $100 worth of cards though, so I get it. And that's what I'm seeing. Most people who are buying hobby boxes are not getting good, like not actually pulling that many. You're not getting case hits that often. So like I don't have any case hits yet though. I'm hoping I get one tomorrow, but I'm just doing it for fun. It's a dopamine hit. I really like the cards. It's very therapeutic to sort through the cards and put them all in sleeves and like not look at a computer screen.
That's all I did as a kid.
Like I did too, but it's been 20 years. And so now it's just like
that my therapy is Legos now.
And
like that's what I do.
I have found my Legos. Right
Though
now.
I haven't put together a set since probably March.
Wow. You gotta get back at it. No, trust me, you can buy as many Legos as you want.
I do try to spread them out, but say what?
I said, trust me, you can buy as many Legos as you want, though.
Oh, yeah.
Dynasty says, finally, y'all are streaming again. Was worried something happened to my Pookie. He's right here. He's fine. Everything's good. How are you doing, Mason?
Yo, what's going on?
Anything cool happening with you right now?
I did do a little update check myself today, and it's up to like 28K, which is not quite to where I thought it was actually going to be. Which is good.
Also, how close are we to catching him?
Good question. I have not checked.
Let's check. Mason's at 43.3. We are at 42.7.
He's at 43.3 and we're at 42.7.
Yeah, we're
the,
coming, dude.
The
boys
climb,
coming.
The climb literally happened. Let me tell. Speaking of coming, Goat Charles Barkley. Nathan, I'll buy you that new Lord of the Rings Lego set. Mason, are you serious about that?
He's gonna flip out if you do that.
Because I will literally flip out.
Hey,
if you are dead serious, Mason.
Hey, if you buy him that, will you buy
Mason,
me?
I might let you draft Puka this year if you get me a Lego set.
Will you buy me a Topps Chrome hobby box? It's about the same as Nathan's Lego set. So,
oh man.
But yeah, I'm glad you're here. back, though.
Nagasuma, you can DM me anytime. I can send you Lego pics.
Yeah, Nathan does have Lego pics. Nathan said send you the address and he'll order it tonight. You need to do it. He's serious. Hey, I want something. What the hell?
That is very, very, very nice of you if you're actually serious. Like, that's very nice of you.
Oh man. Nathan might actually take your relationship to the next level now. He might let you.
If you buy that Lego set, I don't know if I'll ever be able to say an unkind word about you in the Flock League this year. Like
true.
You're talking like, yeah, Legos are my love language, man.
Yeah, Nathan has a Lego OnlyFans, by the way, so you can. Nathan posts pictures of his Legos like he's holding them up with his feet, so you can find that over there. It's at Nathan Pookie. Oh my gosh. Hey, you need my address too, Mason, for my hobby box. So. All right, here we go. Kyle. Cam Ward, Chris Olave, the 102 for Amon-Ra in a 27 first. I mean, yeah, pretty fair here. It's a start 9 league. You are trading technically Tate, but you're getting back that 27. I look at this as Tate and Ward for Amon-Ra and then Olave for a first. I'm going to mark it as fair. I'm okay with it. But especially that first being mid, it is risky giving up Tate there, but, you know, I'm fine with it. JJ, getting love 101. Running back Needy still in per our discussions is planning price at the 104. I know, I saw it. Hey, he's not breaking up with me. What are you talking about? So I've legitimately been thinking about this, David, and you guys will just have to tell me. I think it's a stupid idea, but it's crossed my mind that with as many cards as I've ripped, I should be like streaming it or something because people would watch that. But then I'm like, but where's the actual like return on investment there? Like you can't. There's no way.
Here's another totally side question. Have you ever thought about like streaming other random stuff, or not streaming? Have you ever thought about like doing other random stuff content wise on like your personal channel?
Yeah, I mean a little bit. I mean that's what I thought about. Like,
I have too.
Like what if I like
because like you don't need
20 mega boxes like that? People would watch that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just like that's the kind of stuff though. It's like I know there's but it just seems like I feel like I would do it. Nobody would watch, and I don't like that. So, it's getting love. You're getting love. Running back needy in per our discussions was still planning price at the 104. Should I hold here? So you'd be, no, you shouldn't. I don't think. I think I'd take Neighbors here. Let me see the team. No, I mean this is good value for Neighbors. I think it's Cam Bam. Yeah, it is. And you're trading Garrett Wilson and the 104, but you've got love. I would probably take it. I would take Neighbors here. Nate, what do you think?
Give me Neighbors.
Yeah, I think you're
honestly pretty comfortably.
Yeah.
Burrow, Ward, Olave, and the 102 for Purdy, JSN, and a mid-27 first. Let's figure out what cancels. Let's say Purdy and Olave cancel. Let's say that the mid-first and... Huh. This is essentially this is a 27 mid with Ward, Olave for Purdy. This is Burrow and the 102 for JSN. That's not a bad move. I think it's spot on. I think it's dead even fair. Super duper fair. I'm okay with this. You're downgrading at QB.
I would probably in a start 9 take.
You're downgrading at QB to get a massive upgrade at wide receiver. So I'm cool with this.
That Mason, that is a great point. That is a great point.
Yeah. That's fair.
Part of the reason I like the
since we already did that once, we know how much we would get way.
Part of the reason I like doing it is because I don't have to be on my computer or my phone doing it.
Don't have to think about it.
I don't have to think, and I can just do it alone.
Have you seen like the Lego creators on YouTube, man? It is ridiculous, like how much time it probably takes to.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, with your time lapses or your reviews, or hey, I'm going to the store and I'm doing this random thing. Like,
That would have to be a
super
post.
creative content, but it is. I mean, it's backbreaking. Like I would probably lose my love for it pretty quick.
That's a good point. Okay, here we go.
That's why if I were to do anything, it would probably just be like podcast style, like just talk about something and then call it.
Yeah.
That's what I've
or just
thought
do
about
it
doing.
in your post domain life. Like maybe that's what your retirement channel is.
Where it's like a totally low stakes.
Yeah, and you don't need, you're not 20 years old and dying to monetize your business.
Right.
Baker, Ja'Cory Cross, Merritt, and JSN. So giving up JSN in this one for Pickens, Odunze, a 27, and Bryce Young. It is a 12-team start 12, so depth does matter here. I personally don't love this, though. Nate, what do you think?
Nah, I'm good. I'll hold JSN here. Is a little too far of a down tier for me. JSN is a guy, or Pickens is a guy that I would down tier from like Lamb or London too, but not JSN.
Yeah.
Not JSN. Too far of a down tier for my liking. Could obviously pay off if you took the Pickens side. I just don't think it's worth it. So, all right.
Let's do this.
Go Tigers. Up next.
Okay. Go Tigers. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah. Okay. I'll never do that again because I nailed it. Okay. Go Tigers. 24. Bauer Rangers. Go Bauer Rangers. No comments here for us. So if you are here, Go Tigers, tell us in the comments. You got a 10-team league here that we're looking at. It's a 1 QB league. It's full point PPR. There is not a tight end premium. 8.1% is your production share, which is 10th in this league. And a 10% value share is 6th in this league. Okay. Jordan Love is a 4 and a 1 QB. Achane Hampton Swift is an 8. Nice Achane Hampton combo there. Wilson Waddle Pierce is a 5. And then Bowers and Tucker Kraft is a 10. 26, 104, 27 first. So draft capital is a 5. Bench is 1.
Is a non-tight end premium.
Overall is a 6.4. I would
in a 10 team. What is he, 6 in value share?
Yeah, and 10th in production. Just reload.
I think it's just reload.
Just go 1 year reload here. We're going to have you reload this year. We'll give you the moves to kind of correspond with that, but it's a 1 year reload. We'll go well-rounded for your roster archetype. You're borderline contending here, so if we can get you like top 3 in value share, which is probably a 2% value share increase year over year, then we're going to be good, okay? And so...
10. Yeah. Come on, Scott. You're supposed to know these things.
I just had an idea.
What?
I think next year when we inevitably refresh the blueprints, I think something we should do is for like reloads and
next
rebuilds.
Year? By next year, you mean next year?
Next year.
Okay,
Like 27, like January 27.
No, January 28, right?
Well, no, I think we'll make some tweaks this year. One of the tweaks.
Tweaks, not new.
Like new.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is we give reloads and rebuilds like value share goals. So like, hey, your value share goal, we'd like you to be around 12% next year when you contend, and then give them an easier way to check their value share as like time goes on. I think that would be a cool way for them to track their own progress, or like or they could see how a trade raises or lowers their value share.
Or that's the focal point for the other thing.
What other thing? Yeah, and that's I've thought about that too. Yeah, so I'm just thinking. Yeah. I have. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Cool.
So in a non-tight end premium, as a reload, I think we're gonna have you move Bowers for an elite wide receiver, most likely, because we don't have a cornerstone wide receiver, and we really would like to have a cornerstone wide receiver. Probably gonna take Jalen Waddle, pivot off of him as well. Hold the 104 here, probably. What do you think our third move should be? Hold Achane, hold Hampton.
Yep, both.
Hold Wilson.
Yes.
So Waddle and Bowers move.
Yeah, I'm good with that. And Love.
It's a 1 QB.
Oh yeah, that's right. 100.
That's what I said too. I was like, probably hold the 104.
You could. You could try to up tier from the 104 to the 103 with the 206 and 304.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. Let's give him targets for the 104. What are your breaking point? What's your breaking point for the 104?
Let me check something real quick. Let me use this super secret ADP tool here that I have in front of me. That is the best tool I've ever made. So 104 right now, we're talking about the 104 being lemon. So if I were to trade the 104 for a player in a non-Titan Premium League, it'd be on a reload. I'd want Rice, Lad, Igbuka, those guys.
Good.
That would be the ideal. It's about a half a round value jump there, so you'd be getting a win.
Yeah, with Waddle, he's going to be right around where AJ Brown and Devonta Smith are both priced, and their short-term value upside is higher than Waddle's. He already saw his bump with the move to Denver. Another one that you could look into is Zay Flowers. We prefer Zay. With Brock Bowers, you're going to be looking at Puka, Neighbors, Justin Jefferson. Very, very simple there, in my opinion. Just get a cornerstone wide receiver that you can lean on for the foreseeable future as you look to compete in the short term. And by short term, I mean like 12 months. So, what questions do you have on those 3 moves, man?
I don't think I've seen him here. Scott, have you seen him here? No, it's just Bofa. What's up, Bofa?
Okay. If you are on the stream or if you're watching on demand, feel free to send us a DM afterwards with follow-up questions. And again, if you end up hopping in and you want to ask us follow-ups on the stream, we will be here.
All right. Josh, I'm checking on that for you, but we'll get you that voucher for sure. We appreciate you. C. Peterson?
Yep, C. Peterson is up next.
How many? We're at 2 spots left. 2 spots left for the high stakes league, by the way.
I'm calling out last call, so this isn't last call for last call. This is like
first call for last call.
First call for last call.
Sure.
Let us know if you are on the stream, my friend.
Again, if you do join Domain, you can get in the high stakes league that's drafting Tuesday live on the stream. It's a $250 a year league, Dynasty Superflex. The whole show is going to be centered around it on Tuesday. If you are an existing member and you'd like in the league, any Blueprint Premium a la carte purchase can get you in the league as well. We have 2 spots left for the league. 2 spots, okay? So the next 2, either new members or Blueprint Premium purchases.
Nagasuma's Rivendell.
Oh, shoot. Have you bought that one yet?
Not yet.
Oh, you need to get it.
I know.
You need to get it before they stop making it or something like that.
I know. I've been tracking it.
Okay, yeah. I really want you to have that one.
Because, yeah, I usually, my feed is just full of like, oh, these are being discontinued soon, and then I know when to get them.
Connor's here. All right, let's do this.
Who's Connor?
Right here. Connor Peterson.
Oh, gotcha.
34 from Peterson's Island. I made some moves since my last blueprint. Hopefully, hey, can you do me a huge favor? Do me a huge favor. Take a screenshot of your last team blueprint and send it to me in Discord, please, so we can compare. Hopefully it didn't hurt value share too much after going production. We'll check on that. Was able to rip some more production off the teams whose first I own. That's nice. Home league preferences to move Mahomes. I'm thinking of packaging for a flex upgrade. All right. Let's take a look at this. Looking at this league, 12-team Superflex. Full point PPR league here without a Titan Premium. You have a 9.9% production share, which is 3rd in this league. And a 15.9% value share, which is 1st in this league as well. Now, I don't necessarily remember what your value share was before. Can you send me that blueprint though? Just give me. I might be able to beat you to it here. Okay, so here we go. Complete. C. Peterson. So this is 18 days ago. Perfect. That means it's here. So I can go here, and then we can do this, and I can go here, and then we can go here, and then we'll go here. And you guys can guess where I'm going to go next, but it's here. And then C. Nice having this database with all you guys' blueprints. This was this one. Yep. So last time we were looking at a 15.4% value share. So you've gone up half a percentage point in value share, and your production share has gone up a full percentage point. Congratulations. You are making great moves. And that's in 18 days. Oh, you're good. I got it, Connor. I got it. I beat you to it. In 18 days. Good gravy. All right, you've made some really nice moves then. So let's take a look at your roster here. Lamar Jackson, Pat Mahomes, and Dart. That's a 10. You've got Jeremiah Love, Devon Achane, Quinshon Judkins, Travis Etienne. I'm going to give you a 10 there as well. Neighbors, CeeDee Lamb, Tyson, Adams, Hunter, 7. McBride, 10. 2 first next year, 28 first next year. That's a 28 first the year after. That's a 6 at draft capital. Bench is a 5. Overall is an 8.6 here. We're going to go elite value on this one. Elite value, well-rounded, contend. I don't think we gave you
Congratulations,
elite.
My friend.
Last time you got enhanced. I think this is elite now. It's
almost 16% value share.
That's a 16% value share is an elite value team, like pretty much by all of our standards. And so, congrats on that, my friend. You have reached immortality.
Immortality.
There is the elite value medal from Dynasty Domain. So, we don't ship these out anymore, but this was if somebody has one of these, it's a relic.
Dude, I didn't even know you had one up there.
Yeah, of course I got one.
Bruh.
Yep, we used to send these with every elite value.
Well,
team.
I guess I don't deserve one because I don't have an elite value team. So
I don't either, but I still have one.
Damn. Okay. It is time for moves. Hey, guess what we're gonna do?
Up tier.
We're gonna move a QB.
And up tier.
Yep.
I'd move Mahomes.
We're gonna move one of your firsts.
Yep.
Next year and up tier.
Obviously
your own first.
He doesn't have his own first.
Okay. We'll take the latest
down.
first. Ivan and the.
Now we're holding first.
Ivan's you'll hold.
No, the bottom down.
Wait, which one is the? Because
this one right above it.
Well, unless it's the fog of war.
No, okay. Whose first do you have here? Is it the implications or the fog of war?
Are they the 2 lowest?
I think they are. I think you're gonna have to hold both of those. I mean, you're 20% value share.
While we're waiting to hear about the status of those, which QB are we moving? Probably Mahomes.
I want to hold Dart and Jackson. 2 rushing upside.
Pivot QB.
Midget Unicorn, you are not banned.
We are going to move Mahomes for Hampton, Achane, or London. You pay a little extra to get them. That's fine with me.
Yep.
But you already have Achane. You don't have Hampton or London.
He said that they're the...
I'll give you 10.
They're the 2 lowest. Okay, mate, honestly, we could keep sending them. We can send them on request because I think Becca still has some. You guys are going to have to ask Becca if she still has some.
Hey, what do we want to do with Neighbors and Lamb? Do we want to take something and up tier from one of those guys or hold them?
I'm going to kill you. I probably... yeah, up tier. I want to hold... Neighbors, I think. I'd rather move up from Lamb to one of the top 3 guys.
Okay, so we will take Lamb, CD's Lambs.
Can I just read you the
we'll take CD's Lambs with a what? Literally any of your depth. I'll give you money.
Can I read you this conversation I had with Alex today? That's like heavily influencing my opinion of Malik Neighbors right now. Because he's a Giants fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we were talking about Dart, and I was like, I asked him what he thought of Neighbors. He said Neighbors long term is going to be the wide receiver 1 in Dynasty. He might start slow this year, but he's the most talented wide receiver drafted since Jamar Chase, and the things he was doing with Russ was insane. He should be the target for every 1-year punt. He'll probably start the year slow, but once he comes back, we're going to be talking about him as one of the top 2 wide receivers in Dynasty, probably. Which, from a talent perspective, that completely checks out.
That's why he hasn't moved down our rankings.
And it's just so like, yeah. So I'm willing to wait for him to recover even on contending teams, I think so.
Sure. Yeah.
When would the high stakes league draft? Is it a fast draft? Tuesday night, 7 p.m. It is a fast draft through the first 12 rounds. Live on the channel.
Okay. Last move.
Yeah.
Well, have you moved Tyson for a guy that's going to score points this year?
I'm probably there as well. I think just a more productive guy. Probably a running back if we can do it.
Yep. James Cook, JT. What questions do you have on those three moves, man? So we got that pivot from Mahomes to like a London, Hampton, or a Ted McMillan. We got the CeeDee Lamb plus a depth piece up tier to trying to get to Puka, Gibbs, or Jefferson. And then Jack Besh, not Jack Besh. Jeez Louise, I'm so dumb. By Jack Besh, I meant Jordan Tyson.
Echelon, Neighbors is going to play this year.
For James Cook, JT.
Neighbors is not returning this year. That's not a thing. I promise he'll play. He might not be. He's not going to be this. He's not going to be himself in the first couple weeks, and maybe not for half the season. You could maybe even say, and I understand that too. But Neighbors is going to play this year. Promise you. Of course, there's always a small chance, but that's I think it's a overreaction to the neighbor's injury. So, okay, he says no questions. All right, man. Well, your blueprint's available for you over on the dashboard. You can go look over it. If you do have like follow-ups or questions, you can just come back and ask. But
Sixers fire their head coach.
we appreciate you, man.
Because they are consistently in denial year after year after year that Embiid is the problem.
No, he's not the problem.
Yeah, he is the problem.
Yeah, they're in not. Yeah,
they're in denial.
Okay. All right, Wormy's back and Wormy's up. That was perfect timing. You literally popped back in the second you were up.
Wow.
That was crazy. That was crazy. All right.
Wow.
Let's do this, Wormy. It's an orphan team. Look at you, Wormy, picking up orphans.
Last call for last call.
Yeah, this is the last call for last call. The actual last call. The first call was the first call for last call, but this is the last call for last call.
Yeah.
The only move I've made is the 110 for Josh Jacobs. I like that. Tried chopping T. Warren, couldn't get any bites. I think I might just need a running back pivot here. Also, team Akosifs. Okay. I was trying to figure out what that was. Really wants Purdy. I'm not sure that's what this team needs, but thought I'd throw it out. Okay. Well, let's take a look. Team name is, of course, YB Wormy. Because being Wormy is cool. 12 team, super flex, full point PPR, half point tight end premium. You've got a 10.4% production share, which is 5th in this league, and a 9.4% value share, which is 4th in this league. This is a nice orphan team here. You got Purdy, Bryce Young, Michael Penix Jr. That's a 3. Gibbs, Genty, Cook, Jacobs is a 10. That's really good. Good gravy. Igbuka, Terry McLaurin, Michael Pittman is a 3.
He's a Penix.
Yeah, I know. And then Tyler Warren, George Kittle's an 8. So 27 first, 27 second, 28 first, 28 second. Draft capital will give you 3, benches of 1. Overall is a 5.4. This is a standard value team that is going to contend next year. Yeah, so
Tyler,
and we
Tyler
can't. I mean, he
Warren.
said in the comments of review he's having a hard time.
That hashtag sucks.
Yeah, that does suck.
Because I don't want to move any of your running backs. It's the reason you're contending. You know what we can do, actually? We can down tier from Purdy, and we can pivot from Bryce. And then we probably need to do... If we can't move Warren, we're going to have to do another down tier from Ibuka. And we'll get like mainstays at wide receiver. We'll go we'll stick with the crazy running back strategy, running back heavy. This is running back heavy, by the way. FYI. Definitely running back heavy.
What are you talking about? There's a new Topps set coming out on the 15th. What? You shouldn't have told me this. Oh no. No. My wallet. Oh no, you guys. Topps Finest. Those look sick. Oh. Okay. Also need a team name, so let me know if you can think of a team name that tie-in player I have. Okay. How about...
Dude, you will never want to buy a non-top set ever again.
I don't
Just
already.
telling you.
I don't.
Like, don't ever do it.
Also, did you know Panini lost their license, so they can't even put NFL logos on their cards after like next year.
Nice.
So, yeah, we are Eastern, by the way, Live Crusader. So it's 7 p.m. Eastern.
So yeah, we're gonna have to do a Purdy down tier. We're gonna have to do an Ibuka down tier. Go mainstay wide receivers. I do not want to move a running back.
No. How about for your team name? How about Purdy Small Penix?
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Nice.
I was gonna say Purdy Young Penix, but that was borderline unacceptable, so I didn't say it. I did say it.
Okay. So the Dak Prescott team does have AJ Brown. That is worth looking into. The Cameron Ward team. Let's go down to Goff. Let's go down to Darnold. There's nothing that gets on my nerves more than that. That's what gets on my nerves. There's no way. Judkins is on the Sam Darnold team.
Gently stroking my penis. There you go.
Wow.
That was a little bit R-rated, but it's fine. It does work though. Pretty.
The Goff team has a couple of very interesting assets. Saquon, Kyron should all be in play there. Really, I'd be looking at Saquon. If you really are going to go crazy running back heavy there. My ideal one would be the one involving AJ Brown. With Igbuka looking at down tiers there, let's take a look at the Lad team. The team with Lad McConkey also has Marvin Harrison Jr. Also has Casey Concepcion. I'd probably be looking at like Concepcion and Lad. Taking a look at the Higgins team, like as in T. Higgins / Rasheed Rice also on that roster. That team has Jadarian Price, Kyler Murray. Honestly, that would not be too bad. And then let's say that we went down to mainstay and Devonta Smith. The Devonta Smith team, also Luther Burden team, also Javonte. You could do like Burden and Javonte. That's what I would do. And then with the Bryce Young pivot again, you just be going to a quarterback, a different quarterback. You can go for Kyler. You can go for Daniel Jones. You can go for Tyler Shuck. Baker's another one that would be worth looking into. What questions do you have on those three moves, man? We're, again, trying to avoid making the Tyler Warren move since you said he's very difficult to move. I would highly recommend trying to still shop Tyler Warren and see if you can get something that's worth it eventually. But again, since it sounds like you can't get anything done there, we'll hold off for now. Because Warren's not the worst asset to hold on to anyways. It's not like we dislike Warren and think he's not going to be productive this year. It's more just like, man, we really got to get you some wide receiver help here.
What questions you got, Wormy? Do you have any Warren move ideas I can try? Yeah, we didn't give them to you because you said you had quite a bit of trouble moving him. But Nathan, I mean, would we just pivot to wide receiver?
100%. I'd pivot to a wide receiver straight up.
So let me just give you the guys I'd pivot to right now. And if you can get any of them done, then hooray, hooray. If not, then that's fine. But for Warren, we're looking at probably
Lad, Rome, Olave, Marv.
So all the guys above there. Marv's the one below. Marvin Odunze, the guys going below. The guys going above are Tyson, Rice, McConkey, Wilson, Igbuka, Olave. I would take any of those guys.
Yeah.
So.
And if you can't do that, then I would still consider Rome.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, no problem, man.
All right, we appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, Chris. You're up next. Nagasuma says Henderson in a late first. Yes.
Genty.
Yes. Yes.
Not close.
Yes.
And Kyle says Joe Burrow and Chris Olave for Brees and McBride. Burrow and Olave here. I would hold. I don't think you're getting enough back. It's tied in premium. Well, okay, it is tied in premium. What's the tight end premium league in this? Or what's the tight end premium setting in this, Kyle? Zombie Boy's up next. What's the? Is it a full point or a half point here? If it's a full point, I'll take McBride. If it's a half point, I would take Burrow.
I'll hold Burrow and Olave.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, there are too many good names to go with Penix. I know. That was really funny when you guys were. Okay, my boy Chris is up next. This is Hi Pals. What's up, buddy? This is a rebuild from my fun league. He said, have fun with this one. Oh boy. Interested in what you want me to do with this team. Wanted to have Infinite to watch this team grow. Like a little sprouty team.
Oh, hey, Chris, I'm coming to Chicago in July for a Cubs game. By the way.
Actually, I'm going because you got the tickets mail here.
Actually, they were digitally sent to me.
That's what I thought. I was like, why would they send you?
Yeah, I know. They didn't say digital when I looked up the order, and then they sent it to me, so it was fine.
Dang it, I was going to go. All right.
Yeah, I know.
I'm excited for the race.
I know, me too.
We got to figure out what we're doing for parking. I want to take a helicopter.
I know the spots. The
Right.
helicopter would be fun.
Are you sure?
You're never sure.
No, and so I kind of want to.
Even if you pay and park, you're never sure. You do not want to park around. You trust me. You do not want to park around the.
No, I was thinking about going to Lucas Oil and taking the shuttle.
I would not do that either.
Okay.
There are outskirts in Speedway where you can park and sneak out before it gets insanely
as long as you're confident we have a plan. Actually, I'll just let you drive. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
that works.
Then I don't care what you do.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, we always park in the same area usually. Every single year.
He asked what Cubs game.
We're going July 1st, Wednesday at like 2:20. They're playing San Diego.
Dude, Alex said, oh man, in August. Okay, I would legitimately go with you to the game. I'm sure you already bought your tickets, actually, so it doesn't matter. But my little baby number 2's doing
Oh, man.
So I would have totally gone to that. Why?
Yeah.
It's funny that you're going to be going in Chicago. I really need to catch a game. I really need to catch a Yankees game in Chicago, but August is going to be a very bad month for me. So
August is going to be a very interesting month.
Yeah, it is. I mean, there's not going to be that much interesting about it.
It's all right. I mean, you can't do anything about it. You just got to take it in stride.
I'm just going to have to. I'm pretty much going to be.
If you're not going to be available, you're not going to be available.
I'm pretty much
videos
videos
only. It's just the way it is.
For
so
a week or two, and then
yeah, I mean,
I don't know. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. It's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Cards first and froze first will be early, but I'll do whatever y'all suggest. Thank you for the great content. And Circle Desk. Yeah, it's the Half Moon Desk. It's back, baby. All right. Let's do this. The team labels are not my thing. I don't know not our thing. We don't know what the definitions are of those, but yeah, we did notice those as well. I don't think I have any. I think all my team labels on the site are still exactly the same, actually. What the freaking frick? I lost my juggernauts. I only have one juggernaut now. And I have 4 strong contenders. What the freaking mother freaking frick is that?
You good, brother?
Yeah, I'm mad.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Let me look. 1 second, Tom. Okay. So, you said this is your
Hey,
bad
by the way,
team,
for the race,
but
the earlier we go, legitimately the better. Like,
yeah, I know.
Like we seriously, I sit in my seat. I sit in my seats. I don't have to sit in my seats for 2.5 hours every single time, but that's how early we usually. That's how early we get to the speedway. We're usually there at like 8 or 9.
And that's nothing.
So
yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
I mean, the track opens early, so
yeah.
12 team. It's a 12-team superflex. It's a full point PPR. It's a half point 10 premium. So it's domain rules here. 4% production shares 12th in this league. Obviously, not very much production. 7.5% value shares. Not really terrible in a 12 team, but somehow that falls in 12th as well. I'm kind of surprised about that. Dart and Nix is 7th here. Tootin 1. Lemon, Casey, Parker Washington, Jaden Higgins, Chris Bell is a 5. Kenny Sadiq's an 8.
Moly,
what are we giving Sadiq? A 6?
Yeah.
Okay, and then wow, he has 5 firsts and 27, 3 seconds, and then his 28 first. Draft capital will be a 10. Bench is a 1. Overall is a 5.8.
I don't think your value share is too out of whack. I think we're probably a future value.
No, it's definitely a future value team. Future value, well rounded. Rebuild contend. This is not a bad team.
Nope.
We've got you in the 17th percentile of teams that we review. Let's look at your advanced analytics here. Obviously not going to be great because most of your rostered players aren't super good on this team. It's mostly your draft capital propping up your archetype and some of your value. Draft capital is your highest investment here at 44% of your roster. Quarterback 31%, wide receiver 16%, running back and tight end each about 4%. You have a single-digit value share. In fact, 3% or below at 3 of your 4 positions. The only high value share you have is 9% at quarterback. So your average age at each of those positions, 24.5 at quarterback, 25 at running back, 22 at wide receiver, and 21 at tight end. Insulation score here is going to be a 6. Production scores 4.5. Situational 6.8. These really aren't bad numbers.
No.
We've got you 10th in the power rankings though, and I think that's just part of it. You've got 2 foundationals and 3 upside premieres and 3 upside shots on a team with 5 firsts. I'm totally cool with that, and one of the better classes I've seen. So you are praying for Ahmad Hardy right now, my friend. You just are. But solid team. We're gonna just eat. Okay, currently got an offer for sending Park for a 28-second. I think I'd probably hold Parker Washington.
Yeah, that's not enough. I was actually going to give you ideas for Parker Washington that we'd be more comfortable with, and a 28-second isn't good enough.
I agree. David says I'm going to need my Juggernauts team labels back, or I'm making a YouTube video about Mason. That's really funny. That's awesome. I'm putting that in the creator chat. That's very funny.
I'm gonna make a video about how Mason bought me a Lego set, and
how he's the best person ever. Some positive press.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So
Mason stole my address.
Yeah.
After I gave it to him.
He stole my heart by buying me a Lego set. Flock Fantasy theft with a heart. All right.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
some Minas Tirith in the back, like me.
Yeah. The hobbits, like little figurines. All right.
Yeah.
So I mean,
all right, I've got it.
Okay, I'm glad you do, because I'm looking at this team. He's got a lot of young guys.
You got a lot of good guys that you could honestly hold. I think a lot of this is just going to be idea based on like, hey, what is the return you can get for these guys? If you can get this return, this is when we're comfortable moving these players. Chris Bell, #1 guy that stands out to me. If you can get overpay, you want to move.
Oh, this is a great idea. Sell Gainwell to the Bucky owner.
I have a move for like Tootin and Gainwell, so maybe you can hand him Gainwell and Tootin and see if you can get a solid asset there.
Did you see the
Bucky
news
team?
about Bucky?
The Bucky team has, perfect, Javonte, Jalen Waddle, and A.J. Brown. If you can get an overpay, Kyler Murray is another one that I'd be interested in there as well. Waddle and Javonte would be the most achievable assets on that team.
Do you see the Bucky news?
No.
Bucky is still not cleared from the same shoulder injury.
Oh my gosh.
He's not cleared.
That's crazy.
It's May. It's the same injury. He's not cleared. Oh. So the thing about Bucky Irving is,
that's odd.
I think you could be overreacting to some of the injuries that he has, but at the same time, I think we could also just be underreacting to them because you remember the dialogue around Bucky last year when he got hurt midseason was so weird. And it was so mysterious, and Bowles was super weird about it, and Bucky was weird about it.
Yeah, and what we gathered is he was
mentally unstable,
yeah, kind of. Yeah,
he said, "I don't mind that, but keep in mind the Bucky owner's Lambo leap." Okay, never mind.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. I would involve some sort of Tootin deal there if you can. Again, I gave you some other targets there. ETN's another one that you could look into if you wanted to make that type of move. Wait. No. More. Wow, I just sound like a chicken there. That was kind of crazy.
You sure did.
Did you hear that?
Yep.
Like wild. Isaac Tesla, AJ Barner, a couple of Jag guys where you can go get some other higher end Jags or lower end serviceable assets. Jalen Warren, Jacoby Myers, worth looking into. Chris Godwin's another guy that you could check out. One thing that I would explore here is a potential down tier from one of your quarterbacks and see if you can get a plus that's actually worth it. We like both of those quarterbacks, so I'd only get something that, again, is going to be worth it. If you do, like if you're to down tier from Knicks, Sam Darnold plus Quinshawn would be something that would be worth it, in my opinion. Cam Ward plus a piece would be something that would be worth it, in my opinion. That team does have Saquon. If you went Jared Goff, that team has, oh my, that team does have, BTJ isn't quite enough, actually. The Dak team has Price. Hashtag. We'll try that.
He does like the down tier from Knicks. It's the down tiers from Knicks, so good.
Cool. Tell me players that you would move Mekhi Lemon for now. Go.
On this team? Ooh.
Yeah, you got to tell me guys that are like, yeah, I'd take the value in.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. If you're doing value in, Garrett Wilson, and Ibuka.
Those are all doable.
You'd have to get a value in there on a 1 year reload like this or a rebuild. So.
Yep. Then taking a look at Parker Washington, the prices that I'd be looking for Parker Washington if you were to sell him would be a productive vet like a Devontae Adams, who is priced right around where he is, or you'd be going for someone like a Stowers, who's going to have a lot of positional upside once Goddard moves on after this season. DeAndre Swift is another one that you can look into as well. With Chris Bell, I would basically be trying to get any sort of productive vet that's going to provide value this season for you, and someone will overpay if they have hype later on. So like Bell, if he gets hype in training camp, you can wait to move him if you want to wait until training camp. That's fine. But so like
Casey's obviously
Kittle
more
and
open to moving,
Evans,
but whatever works. Yeah, I mean Casey's also. Again, I'm fine holding both those guys too. So these are ideas. If you get value wins, of course, do it. But there's no shame in just holding those guys.
Yeah,
it's not like you have to move off those guys.
Yeah, we kind of have to give you ideas here because structurally this team is built very well as a future value team. So these aren't like, oh, you have to make every single one of these moves. These are like, hey, these are the price points where we're good with it. Otherwise, you probably just want to hold on to your guys. Does that make sense, Chris?
So Bell, he'll hold till camp. Bell, yeah, oh, absolutely. Yep. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's what I would do too.
I bought Bell in a league, so I love all of the ideas for the VOD, video on demand. Is that what you're talking about? Dom, you know we love you, dude. Oh, price checks. Okay, yeah. Good. Yeah, we're always thinking up new things. We're always in the lab, so we're always cooking. David says, so glad I fleeced getting Price for Bucky and Nathan's birthday party. Did you actually? Did we give you that? Where did you? Oh, that was that stupid trade that somebody did. We didn't. I don't think we traded Bucky. Darn it. What?
The Bucky trade. That's what I was like, seriously? You moved?
It was Ryokin. We did trade him Bucky. We got Mahomes, Garrett Wilson.
Oh, we got it done.
We got. Wait, no, we traded Bucky, Garrett Wilson, and Pat Mahomes, Caleb Johnson, and in the 110 for Hampton, BTJ, Roma Dunze, and a 26. So that was the trade we made.
Which ended up being Price.
I don't know who we took there. I think it was KC.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know.
All right, Chris.
All right, Zami. We appreciate you. Oh, it's 106. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Warriors up next.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Warrior. Yeah, I'm assuming you're here, so say hey, my friend. It says, made a big move today. I'm coming to flex a little bit and see what y'all think. I kind of want to trade JT and try for the 101, but probably should not. Okay. So you made a big move. What was the move? Drop the trade for me in the chat here. It's a 10-team league. It's a Amari 1 Kenobi, one of our favorite team names. This won the team name award, right? Super flex, full point PPR. It's a 1/4 point tight end premium, so 0.25 points. 12.9% is your production share, which is second in this league. And oh my lord. 17.6% value share is first. You are bordering elite value now. What did you do? So May and Dak. Interesting. May and Dak is a 7 there. Gibbs, Hampton, JT is a 9. Puka, Jefferson, Amon-Ra, Tap McMillan, Luther Burden, AJ Brown is a 10, and Tyler Warren's an 8 here. You got 205 this year, but you've got 27 first and 2 seconds. Next year, draft capital will give you a 3. Bench is a 5. Overall is a 7.4 here. Wow, this team is legitimately absurd. Trade JT and try for the 101. What are you talking about? What does that mean? try for the 101. What are you talking about? What 101? Your first being the 101? Brother, this first ain't gonna be the 101 if you traded all your players. Look at this team. What are you talking about? Trade Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying trade JT for the 101. No, why wouldn't you? Traded Jefferson. You got Jefferson and JT for Ladd, Rome, Tootin, Brooks, and the 101. Okay. Yeah, we answered that, didn't we? I think we answered. Yeah, that's legitimately ridiculous. Look at your team, dude. I mean, you're bordering elite value here. Do I give it to you, though? Let's see. Yeah. Elite value, well-rounded, contend. You've got an elite value team. Congratulations. This team is really, really freaking good. Okay, so in terms of moves here, like you've got Burden and AJ Brown on your bench. So yeah, it's time to play the game here. Yeah, JT swap to get the 101. I'm gonna go ahead and give you that as a move. I'm gonna give you. It have to be an up tier. So yeah, Jonathan Taylor. I'll give you an up tier from JT. And you know what? I would almost rather
an up tier from.
No, I would almost rather just hold JT and move like Amon-Ra for a running back in that range.
Yeah.
So let's pivot from Amon-Ra. I like Amon-Ra St. Brown, but I want one of Love. So the 101, Genty. If you can't get Love or Genty there, I'm going to give you Bijan as well if you wanted to add some and get to Bijan. Okay.
What if you did Tet and Burden for Gibbs or Bijan?
Tet and Burden for I'm going to give him that as an option as well because there's only a couple moves we can make here. It's an elite value team.
Yeah.
Tet and Luther Burden for what did you say? Gibbs, Bijan,
yeah,
and JSN.
Puka.
Oh, he has Gibbs. Sorry, Bijan. So it'd be one of the elite receivers there.
Puka, JSN, Bijan.
He's got Puka.
Chase, JSN,
It'd be Chase, JSN, Bijan.
Yep. This is actually a situation where he could afford up tiering from Warren to McBride or Bowers.
So we'll go Warren plus a piece. I mean, yeah. I mean, we could also.
You could do Warren in your 27 first.
Yeah, let's do that. Is that his 27 first though? Yeah, it is. Sir.
Yep.
I'm gonna give you Warren at 27. Maybe you do Warren and Burden, any combination. I don't know, but Bowers or McBride. And then I'm gonna give you Bowers again because this is the only two guys you're up tiering to there. Yep. So, I'm not gonna give you a choice there. So I sent you my first ever blueprint when I joined in this team. It was this team and it was an elite value. Well, obviously we wouldn't have the. Man, this was 2 to 3 years ago. Here you go, Scotty.
Jeez.
I'm dropping this in the chat.
Nice.
Put this relic on the screen. Downloads. Okay, there you go, Scott. Yeah, it looks like, this was an elite value team. It's Mahomes, Gibbs, Cook, Tyreek, AJ Brown, Laporta, Puka, DK, and Tua. At that time, that was legitimately ridiculous. That was when Tua was going in the second round. Remember those days? That was nuts. Remember when Tua was going like at the turn?
Yep.
Puka, you obviously already had. I think this was post-breakout Puka. Tyreek was one of the better wide receivers in Dynasty at that point. Jahmyr Gibbs was post-breakout Jahmyr Gibbs. 24 seconds, that worked out for you. Zay Flowers, obviously Rashad White, and Deontay Johnson didn't work out as trade targets. But you look like you did just fine. That's sick. Basically those are your three moves there though. Amon-Ra, T-Mac, Burden, Warren. Amon-Ra for Love, Genty, or Bijan. T-Mac and Burden for Bijan, Chase, or JSN, and Warren at 27 for Bowers, McBride, or Bowers. I gave you Bowers twice. That's on purpose. I really don't want to. That's the only two guys you would take there. So, but any questions here, my man?
The old ones look so washed out. It's so funny.
I know they do. Any questions here, Warrior? This is a great flex, by the way. Won the ship this year, so did the move to go back to back. Yep, you're going to. I would get. Other thing on this team, by the way, is if you can get Christian McCaffrey, you might as well just roster him through the end of his career on this team. So,
you can go ahead and publish.
Published. All right, appreciate you, Warrior. If you have any questions, let us know.
Whack 16.
Whack's up next.
Your mom's my homies.
Hey, this is the last one in the queue, y'all. So last call for blueprints.
He says, love this team, but having some trouble balancing out at running back and tight end. Let us know if you're here, man. Say hey in the chat. 12-team Superflex, start 9, no tight end premium. I've been trying to down tier or move directly off of QB for running back. It's been difficult to move the QBs for their value. Also been difficult to get running backs. Appreciate the help.
Okay.
All right. Your mom's Mahomies.
Let's take a look at your mom's Mahomies.
So, yeah, 12-team Superflex PPR, no tight end premium.
You got a 9% production share here, which is 4th in your league, and a 10% value share, which is 1st. So really solid here. Mahomes, Dot, and Love is a 9. Tootin, DeAndre Swift, Jonah Coleman, that's a 3. JSN, Lamb, Olave, Flowers, Golden, that's a 9. And then Goddard's a 1. But you got your 27, you got your 28, you got a couple extra thirds next year. Draft capital give you 3. Bench is a 4. Overall is a 5 here. Standard value, well-rounded, contend for you, Whack. It's just a standard value team. Yeah, balancing running back and tight end, obviously, that's a thing. A lot of that is your quarterback value, and so we're going to help kind of sort that out. I'm not really worried about tight end value, more so the tight end production there. I like Claire and Raritan as upside shots, and so, he says it's been difficult to move the QBs for their value. So, and it's been difficult to get running backs. So we have to keep that in mind, but I think I think you know what you have to do here. So let's try to give him some creative ways to do that. Maybe some package moves to, try and move some of those guys, so...
If it's difficult to get running backs, it should be easier to acquire one if you involve a running back in a deal. So if you took Tootin and Golden and try to get up to a more reliable tier of running backs for like a proven veteran running back who's going to produce for sure as your running back 1 or 2, then that would be more ideal than Tootin being your top option there. So I would probably look into something there with Tootin and Golden. What is the market on Mahomes? Because Mahomes is the guy that we would have you move here. I don't know if you've been trying to hold Mahomes and sell Jordan Love. If you're trying to sell Jordan Love and you're struggling moving him, that makes a lot more sense to me. And obviously the value return is going to be a lot lower there. Let us know what the market right now is for Mahomes, because really high end return for Mahomes, you're looking at like H.N. Hampton. Low end, you're looking at James Cook, and honestly, either I'm okay with this team. Do you have any wide receivers that you would move for running backs? I currently have a Mahomes pivot and a Jordan Love down tier, but if we want to avoid one of those, then we could just do a Lamb pivot. I'd
rather flex running backs here.
All right, so Lamb pivot
for Genty.
Yeah,
Love.
Genty, Love, Gibbs, high end.
Gibbs, yep. Rather flex running backs. We've been getting a lot of wide receiver for running backs. I would sell any of the QBs. Mostly been shopping Love, but open shipping Mahomes. No one's been looking for him.
Okay.
We'll give you ideas there.
Yep.
Then.
Yep.
And so, honestly, if it came down to it and we had to sell Dart to get a deal done, we would do it.
Yeah.
I would sell any of your QBs to get running backs here. So
yeah, so H.N. and Hampton would be the top 2 that I would look for if you're moving off of Mahomes. Low end, you'd be looking at James Cook. You would need probably a little bit of a plus on top there if you were to do the James Cook route. Mm-hmm. But those are the 2 tiers that you're looking at. You're looking at your low end cornerstone running backs and your high end foundational running backs.
Yeah.
Like Avery said, the Lamb move for Genty Love or Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be very helpful as well. Again, we're hoping that kind of a cornerstone wide receiver will be as in as high demand as some of those unproven cornerstone running backs. And for the structure of your roster, that would help quite a bit for you. And I've got that up tier from Tootin and Golden, which should, in our eyes, get you up to like Javonte, Scadaboo, Etienne.
Yeah, I think it should.
You can try Jacobs as well. Just whoever ends up being the cheapest there. What questions do you have on those 3 moves? If you end up moving one of those QBs straight up for another position, really the only thing you need to do to get a competent backup third QB option is get someone really, really cheap. I don't care if it's Rodgers. I don't care if it's Cousins. I don't care if it's Geno. I don't care if it's Stafford. Somebody cheap.
Yeah.
Feel free to drop the questions that you have in here, man.
Yeah, let's just keep it up for a minute. What questions you got? Does Blueprint Premium plus Infinite give it live? Yep. Yes, it does.
If you buy it on the stream, we'll do it live for you.
Yep. You'd have to buy it on the stream. So. Any questions here, my boy? I think you. I mean, from the comments that you left, it sounds like you know what you need to do, and I think you've got a good plan. So, Vince, we got you as well, my friend. Invictus, we got you guys. So, all right, we appreciate you, man. If you do have other questions, just drop them in the chat here. We're happy to answer them, and you know where to find us on Discord as well. But appreciate you, and good luck. I think you have your heading now. So. Vince is up next. Vince, we appreciate you, man. I see you right there in the chat. So we appreciate you being here. And if you have questions as we're going through this, just feel free to drop them down there, and we'll put it up on the screen. We can answer any questions you got. Typically have rosters heavy running backs, since I feel wide receivers a deeper position for talent. That's true. People are really knocking on the door for my running back. So how do I capitalize and get better at tight end if it makes sense? Okay, well, let's see if that even makes sense. 12-team Superflex, full point PPR, half point tight end premium, 10.6% production share is first in this league, and 8.6% value share is third. Wax has been talking a lot with the West Ends, but he doesn't want to move off the top two running backs. Also see opportunities with Young Guns and Sunday Fun Days if you have ideas there. Did we give you any guys on those teams, Wack? Let us know. And if we did not, then you would just look at guys that are in similar value ranges to the guys we gave you on those teams. So, but yeah, feel free to message me, Wack, and we can look at that.
Yeah, the Young Guns team has ETN, which I gave you as a recommendation.
Yep.
And then the Sundays Fun Days has HN, which I also gave you as a recommendation.
So there you go. We gave you some running backs on those two teams as well. It actually kind of works out. Okay, so grading this out, Trevor Lawrence and Sam Darnold's a 7 here. Gibbs, HN, Barkley, Jacobs, I'll give you a 10. That's pretty good. Olave, Waddle, Pierce is a 6, and then Ferguson's a 2. You got a 27. You got all your picks. You had 3 at draft capital. Bench is a 1. Overall is a 5.6 here. Yeah, this is standard value, but it's a running back heavy team, like you mentioned. So it's a standard value running back heavy contend. And yeah, you talk about like getting better at tight end. I wouldn't move these running backs for tight ends here. So I don't even think you need to do that. I know you've got people coming, trying to get these running backs, but every single one of these running backs to me is vital to your path to contend and win this year's championship. And I don't think you need to move them to get better at any position. I'd rather have these running backs. So I don't think I'm moving a single one. I think what I would do is down tier from Trevor Lawrence here to try to get a little bit of a cheaper quarterback 1 and maybe get a little bit better at wide receiver. I know you've got competent wide receivers with wide receiver 1 high and wide receiver 2 upside. Alec Pierce obviously being the lowest upside there probably. But at tight end, I mean, let's go get Kittle. Let's go get Kelsey. Like, I can give you moves here. Romeo Doubs for one of those guys. Like, Romeo Doubs for Kittle's a good one. I would much rather go get a cheap tight end that's going to produce at a top 6 to 8 level. It is a half point tight end premium. Your running backs are going to carry you here. They will absolutely carry you. And I love Olave and I love Waddle. I like your wide receiver room for the running back room that you actually have. And so if we can add, maybe we up tier too. Maybe we take Dobbs plus something and up tier. I don't know. Nate, what are you thinking? Like, I mean, you could also just trade your 27 first at this juncture and call it a day, because he's clearly going to be one of the top teams in this league with his running back. So
yeah, so you want to move the 27 first, is what you're saying?
I think we do that, and I think we just up tier somewhere. And honestly, move the 27 to up tier, maybe a wide receiver.
So Waddle in the first.
Got to get some more production no matter what, though. That's my caveat. So
yeah, so Jalen Waddle in the 27 first if we up tier there. And then what was the other move that you mentioned? The Dobbs plus a piece?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking Dobbs for a tight end.
Dobbs straight up for a tight end.
So
yeah, that works.
Let me look here. Dobbs is going at the 1201. The tight end's going in that range. You're looking at likely Strange. Let's just see. Kelsey's going at the 14th. Kittle's going in the. So you'd have to add a little bit to get Kittle. Sorry, to get Kittle or Ferguson. Give him Kittle, Ferguson.
Yep.
And
Evans.
Yeah, and honestly, give him Pitts as well. Pitts is alone. You can add a 27 second there if you need to. Oh, he's got Ferguson. Wait, hold
Yeah.
on. Wait, he has Jake
He
Ferguson?
has Jake Ferguson, yeah.
Oh, he's actually not you're not in bad shape then.
So you can probably go for a other skill position guy then.
I actually would. I'm actually
range.
fine with Ferguson here. He says, I have Cole's 27 first.
You can look
Thoughts
for
on
Pittman,
that?
Monty, Chuba.
Scroll down, Scott. Where's Cole's team at? Knowing how Cole plays, I would probably hold that. Hide the comment. I can't see the... Which one is Cole's team? Scroll up. Which team is Cole's? I don't know his sleeper username or team name. I would probably hold it, but... Oh, okay. So I see what you're saying. So in that case, you wouldn't uptier. Well, let's look at his team though. It's team dependent. So let me see. Throbbing Scatteraboo. Oh yeah.
Hey, the Kyron team. See if the Kyron team will overpay for Blake Corum if you throw in your 27 second. He owns Michael Wilson.
And this team is rough. It's hard to move that first. What do you think? I mean, that's Cole's team. Cole's team's kind of dog crap here. So like,
yeah,
we just hold that first then.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll just do we can do a Lawrence down tier to help kind of shore up the depth a little bit. The Jordan Love team has Omar Cooper. The Brock Purdy team has let me take a look here. Brock Purdy team has Zay, Devonta Smith, whichever one is cheaper there.
Vince says, can you go yeah, Phantom, we got you, man. We appreciate you. You're up next. Can you go over the ideas again? Actually, you're up in 2, Phantom.
And
so
then,
appreciate you.
Yeah, looking at the Cam Ward team, that team has Marv as well. So we got the down tier from Lawrence, the pivot from Romeo Dobbs for Evans, Monty, and Michael Pittman. And then, honestly, you can hold on to Waddle since we can't really upgrade from him from that 27 first. I would take Blake Corum and that 27 too. Like I mentioned, that team with Kyron Williams. See if you can overpay for Corum, and you could go for like a Michael Wilson.
Yeah.
You could look for a Chuba Hubbard as well. What questions do you have on those, man?
Yeah, what questions you got, Vince? We gave you we did go over those 3 moves. Does that all make sense? I'm gonna go.
A question. Would you start Wilson if I get him? I mean, you might have to, depending. I mean, it depends. I mean, we're moving a bench guy like Blake Corum plus your second. Wilson might end up in your starting lineup if he produces. If not, then no, you won't start him. But I just want to get someone that has the potential to be your starter right away if he produces. Blake Corum will only produce if Kyron Williams is injured for a significant amount of time. So I would try to leverage the most expensive insurance option in Dynasty right now and try to get a guy who actually has a chance of starting week 1. So again, like the startability of Wilson is, I mean, that's I couldn't tell you there. It's totally unknown. I'm just saying that his production opportunity is a lot higher than Corum's is right out the gate.
Did you see that? His question about Wilson? Okay, cool. Goldie Greg says, I hit Thanos tier in your newest rankings. Nice. Congrats. I don't know what would have changed, but I'm happy for you. But are you elite value is the question. That's the way bigger accomplishment than freaking the site labels. So got to get the elite value, unless you've already gotten it then. Okay, Invictus, are you here? I'm assuming you are. Say, hey, man, we appreciate you. This is how we do it. Is a 10-team league here. He says coming off of back-to-back championships. That's a dynasty right there. I don't know if I've ever won a back-to-back dynasty leagues. Every time I've gone back-to-back, I've lost in the championship game, I think. I could have done it this year for the first time again, and I lost. Be so angry. Have you ever won back-to-back dynasties?
No, I have not.
You guys are in territory that is hard for us to get to.
Is Phantom Agent ROQ?
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely love my quarterback room. I love the youth and production I have in my running back room. Solid core in my wide receiver room, and a true 1-2 punch in tight end. Okay, so you like your quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, and tight ends. Okay. League has been very quiet trade-wise. Lots of guys I don't want to let go of. Okay, well, Frank, you're not giving us much to work with here, dude. This is my team. It's a 10-team start, 10 tiered PPR. It's a half-point running back, full-point wide receiver, and 1.5-point tight end. It is a 5-point passing touchdown. Okay, so there is a pretty... there's a half-point tight end premium, essentially. Here's what I've got. No, sorry, it's a half point... It's a 1.5 tight end premium, whichever way you look at it. Wow. Oh, my gosh. 18.3% production shares first in this league. 19.5% value shares first in this league. This is an elite value team. Elite value, well-rounded, contend. This is insane. Oh, my up tiers, dude. Wait, dude. Ah! Okay. I'm going to rant. May and Daniels is 10. Wow. Hampton, Bucky, Saquon, Price, Scadaboo, Henry.
Probably a 9.
That's probably a 9. Yeah, you're probably going to prevent you there. Your wide receivers are a 10 with Puka, Neighbors, Amon-Ra. 10 at tight end. Your draft capital is not a 10. Your bench is a 10. Your draft capital is probably like a 1. Got 28 first. Overall is an 8.2 here. This is a crazy team. Yeah, lots of young guys, but here's the deal. Like, you've got Barkley, Price, Scadaboo, Henry, A.J. Brown, Jaden Higgins, Devontae Adams, Travis Hunter, Brock Purdy on your bench. You have an entire team on your bench.
You have an entire starting lineup on your bench.
And so you say you like this team, and I like my running backs, and I like my wide receivers. You will like them more if you own Bijan, Gibbs, Chase, JSN on this team.
Yeah.
You have to go get those guys.
Yeah.
In fact, all of your moves here are going to be exclusively for those players.
Yep.
And maybe Josh Allen, like a Jaden Daniels up tier.
Yeah.
Like you give him Josh Allen there.
Yeah, we'll take.
So we're only going to give you players better than the ones you already have. That's it. I think your running back 2 could get better here. I definitely want to up tier pretty heavily at running back 2. Now, I don't know what that looks like because, you do have, because you're not getting there with Bucky and Saquon, and I probably don't want to trade Barkley. But
I would move. I'd move one of your wide receivers for Bijan or Gibbs.
And then you have to keep 3 good wide receivers. So
yep.
Yeah, but it would have to be Amon-Ra St. Brown for me. I would want to keep Puka and Neighbors and Garrett Wilson here. Actually, you might want to start Garrett Wilson. I don't know, dude. Maybe you just take Garrett Wilson and Bucky. I don't know. There's so many.
Or you take Neighbors.
He also keep in mind he does have that other.
Gibbs.
He technically does have the 2 flex spots. One of them he's flexing technically Tyler Warren from a value standpoint right now, but
right.
Wow, endless possibilities here. So I think running back is the number one thing here for sure. Yeah. Okay, so let's take.
We take Neighbors or Amon-Ra.
Or take Warren and up here. Take Bijan. Warren and Bucky, Warren and Garrett Wilson, Warren and
Yeah.
You got to get Gibbs or Bijan at your running back room for sure. So I'll
get you Bucky and Tyler Warren up tier.
This is Amon-Ra and Warren for Bijan or Gibbs or something. That would work too.
Yeah.
I think you go a little lower.
Try a little lower than that.
Start lower, but if we end up there, I'm fine with it.
You could try like Amon-Ra and Scat.
That I would start there. Yeah. Especially with the tight end premium in this league, like I think you should be. I think you should get a little bit more than that for Warren. So
yeah. And then probably take Wilson plus. Well, let's start with the Bucky and Warren. Bucky and Warren should get you right at that tail end of the second rounds, where you're looking at like Tet, Hampton, London. You already have Hampton. And then I would probably take Wilson plus. Well, screw it. Take Wilson and AJ Brown. I mean, these guys are never going to see your starting lineup. So, you can wait to make this deal after AJ Brown has moved to New England. And then
Said
we
having
can
this
get
deep
you
of a
up
bench
to-
save my season last year with season-ending injuries. Only hesitation with holding on to some of these guys. Yeah, and again, like I still think you're gonna have a good enough bench to maintain. You only need 2 to 3 guys. Like if you have 2 to 3 season-ending injuries here, you just have insanely bad luck. You've got legit 8 guys. Like so, you can still
it's
have a
just too
very
much,
deep bench.
yeah.
Like even if you had half your roster get injured, you still.
I mean, your backup QBs are Brock Purdy and Bryce Young too.
Right.
Like we should really be integrating those guys as well. I'd actually probably take Wilson and Brock Purdy and get up to, Jeremiah Love and Genty.
Yeah.
And Lamb. Jefferson. What questions do you have on those 3 moves? We got the Amon-Ra Scatterbo up tier, the Garrett Wilson, Brock Purdy up tier, the Bucky Irving, and Tyler Warren up tier. This team is redonkulous.
Any questions here? Joker J, let us know if you're here, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, he had a question on his submission as well. He said, I thought once I signed up, I was supposed to get a free review. It looks like the price point that you got a regular team blueprint. This is not a live team blueprint. A regular team blueprint looks like you have...
Looks like another code.
Looks like another code.
Well,
So,
check your code, or maybe not code domain.
yeah.
So, Joker J, are you here in the chat? If you are, we can help you and we can get it sorted out for you and we'll make it free for you. He says, oh yeah, Invictus did say, what do you think should be my lowest down tier from Warren to a bench tight end?
No,
like-
we're
like-
not down
no,
tiering. for
not
Warren.
down tiering.
No.
No. You can just go get a Bowers, go get Kittle or Kelsey. Like, the only time you're going to need them is if they go down or on a bye.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't down tier there.
Move Jacoby Myers for Kittle. Like,
yeah.
Jacoby Myers is your 25th most valuable asset on this team. So
That's insane. It's true though. Yeah, but yeah, just go get a cheap tight ends from somewhere else. So,
yep.
all right, appreciate you, Invictus. What a team. Phantom Agent. Which one are you? You're up next. You're up next. We're asking about Joker J. Joker J, are you here? So Rock is next. So Nathan will mark it. There you go. Yeah, Phantom, we got you. We know you're here.
Yeah, Phantom, you're ROQ. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Rock.
Gosh.
Team name Riakos. No, you're good, man. You're up now, so let's do this. He said, I've punted this league the past 3 years. We have 2 absolute juggernauts in this league. Actually, it's not that imbalanced when you're looking at this. I feel like I should try to do one more year and compete next year. Thoughts? My league also see these juggernauts are enticed to compete either. A lot of draft followers in this year's rookie draft. Okay, I'm actually excited to look at your team. Let's do this. Team name Riakos. Yeah, what? Oh, yeah, he said the team name was different, actually. He said it was the Love Era.
The Love Era.
There you go.
I don't think it updated. Okay.
Yeah, I think he just changed it. All right. Yeah, this is probably a future value team still, but this is a really good future value team. You're in pretty good shape here, my friend. You got a lot of young guys, a lot of youth on this roster as well. So,
all right. 6.8% production share, which is 9th in your league, And your value share is going to be 10.8%, which is 5th, right in the middle of the pack in a 10 team. Let's grade it out. In a super flex.
Yeah, it is a 10-team super flex. 6.8% production shares, 9th in this league.
I already said those. You can go to the grades.
So super flex, 10-team. Cam Ward is a 2, just by himself. Bijan Love, this is your strength. He's a 10. That's incredible. Really good running back room here. You got Henderson, Price, Tootin. Nice. Burden, Marv, BCJ, Ricky Pearsall is a 6, and then Colston, Loveland, Kyle Pitts is a 9. 2 27s as well, and a 28. Draft cap will give you a 5. Bench is a 2. Overall, we'll give you a 6.4 here. 68th percentile teams that we review here. It is a 10-team league, and we'll just go. You want to go one more year? We'll go one more year. 1 year reload here. 1 year reload, well-rounded, reload content, or even future value. I mean, you could easily go future. Let's just do. It's future. Honestly, more of a future value.
Got a lot of young guns.
Yeah, future value, well-rounded, rebuild content. Lots of future here. So now, I mean, you've got a lot, pretty much all of these guys. Tootin, I think we can package with somebody. Tootin and Pearsall to package and go get a better guy there. Outside of that, man, you've got so many good. This is a really well-built roster.
Yeah, we'll have you shop BTJ.
Let me do the advanced analytics for this real quick. So in terms of your roster value proportion, 50% of your roster value is at running back, and then 18% at wide receiver, 13% tight end, 13% draft capital, and then 6% quarterback. In terms of your value share among the entire league market for every position, you have a 24% running back value share, which is absurd. 5.5% value share at wide receiver, 17% value share at tight end, and 2.3% value share at quarterback. 24 is your average quarterback. Starting age 23 at running back, 23 at wide receiver, and 23 at tight end. Very young there. Your installation is very high as a result. It's an 8. Production's a 4 and situational is a 6.5. That's why I think it's just better to wait a year here, but we've got you at 5th in the power rankings. You've got 2 cornerstones in Bijan and Love, a foundational in Loveland. What was the premium on this? No tight end premium, by the way. That's worth noting.
Yeah, it is. I'm going to have him shop
for wide receivers.
2 of his QBs.
And then Henderson, Ward, Burden, Marv, BTJ, and Price are all upside premiers. And you've got 3 upside shots below that. So you've got combined 9 upside premieres and upside shots, which is perfect for a future value with 2 firsts as well next year. It's a very well-built team. Basically, we're just trying to move off of guys that we don't think are going to increase in value year over year. On your team, this is not very many people. Not very many guys at all. And so we'll make some minor moves here, but overall, you're set up very well to contend. And if you were just to ride this roster out through this year and let these guys kind of mature, I think you'd be in pretty good shape. I'm open to a Henderson pivot.
Yep, I think we're going to look into that for sure. I'm open to a BCJ pivot as well. If you can move BCJ for like a Lemon, honestly, even in a 10 team, would you move BCJ for Mendoza? Because it's factoring in his value dip as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a super flex. He actually needs Mendoza. So.
Yeah.
Ty Simpson's a great target for this team.
Mm-hmm.
I would say if you can get...
if
you can somehow, I'm trying to think of how he could get.
So with Simpson, you're probably looking around, like if you were to move Pitts, you'd probably be looking at Simpson, maybe even plus a piece there.
I have a trade idea for you. Let's do Loveland plus a piece. Let's do Loveland plus like BTJ or Henderson, and let's go get Neighbors or CD Lamb.
Try to buy the Lamb might be doable. It's going to be tough with BTJ because he's going almost in the 6th round right now.
Yeah, that's fine. But Loveland's been going in the 3rd consistently, mid-3rd.
Yeah, I know.
So I think you could get pretty close in there right now. And non-domain, Loveland has been going 302. On Keep Trade Cut, Loveland is 309. In domain leagues, he is 305. So I think you could get pretty far up there, even if you just added a piece on top of those 2 players. So
yeah.
I like that, though. I like trying to buy low on the wide receivers and a little bit of Neighbors. If he's low, if the Neighbors owner in your league is low on him because of the injuries, or the CD guy has dropped him down like we've seen in a lot of drafts, that's not a bad move.
Yep. If you want to move Henderson for Ladd or Jordan Tyson, I'm good with it. Judkins is kind of just a general pivot that we often recommend from Henderson as well. I don't think Henderson is any safer than Judkins is at the moment. With BCJ, again, we kind of mentioned Lemon and Roma Dunze as potential targets. Mendoza is another option with Kyle Pitts. Ty Simpson plus a piece if you want to go to a running back or wide receiver in that range. Alec Pierce is worth looking into. If you want to get a cheaper tight end with higher value upside, Sadiq is also another option that you could go for there. Tootin and Ricky Pearsall, let's try to get up to like JMO. Or, again, another tight end option would be Kraft if you want to play the value upside with him, an injured guy. Or you can go for again, another running back option like a Javonte or an ETN. So we got the Pitts pivot, we got the up tier from Tootin and Pearsall, we have the pivot from Henderson, we have the pivot from BCJ, we have the up tier from Levelin and BCJ, and then my last one that I saw here was probably Sutton and Dontavion Wicks, just trying to get to a younger asset with potential higher value upside. QJ's 5th-year option was just exercised, see if somebody gets excited about that. Later on, closer to the season, if he gets more training camp hype, you could go for him, you could go for Xavier Worthy, you could go for Travis Hunter, who is literally free right now. Literally free. What questions do you have on those moves? Thanks for tuning in from Sydney, too, by the way. He said he wasn't able to make it on usually because he's from Sydney.
Yeah, we appreciate you, man.
So,
yeah, what questions, though? While you're here, we want to make sure we take advantage of that and
yep.
make sure you're good to go without any big questions here. So. He said, Malabar Ben Chickens wants a running back, but is hesitant to give up the 27 first he has. Well, if he wants a running back that bad, then he'll...
Can you get out of Malabar Ben Chickens? Yep.
I probably wouldn't even take...
Actually, I don't know. That's Malabar Gar or something. That's the only one that has that? Okay, cool.
Team, I think.
He wants a running back. Okay. You want to try to figure something out with Travion Henderson and getting either Pickens or Tate involved. You'd have to give something back there. But
yeah,
maybe like Henderson and Pitts.
So being a 10 team, should I look to move off of these younger tight ends? You don't really. Oh, go up. This is not his team. Sorry.
It's kind of about price range relative to like it being a non-tight end premium league. I think shopping Loveland at his current price, especially in a non-tight end premium, is worth just looking there. Stowers hasn't found his value peak yet, so you can hold on to him. Kraft is a guy that's like injured, so if you can get him right now injured and then he's back healthy, that's when you'd want to ship him off at a premium. Sadiq, kind of similar to Stowers, just isn't quite at his value ceiling yet. So you can invest in younger tight ends who have value upside, but the ones that are like already really, really close to the top or close to their peak are just guys that you're probably going to want to shop for foundational wide receivers and running backs instead. So
Joker J again, going once, going twice. I did message Sammy about him, so we'll see if we can help him with his code here. So anything else, Rock? That all makes sense. You'll have access to the full blueprint with all the moves and stuff like that. But again, I think you've built a very, very, very good future value team. Again, we look at this and we're like, okay, which players are going to go down in value year over year? Looking at your roster, not a ton. That means you're good. So some small moves here, some preference pivots, and we'll be in a good spot. So we appreciate you, man. Here's a free trade question for you as well. If you have questions, you can reach us through the site. You can reach us on Discord. You can go into the Dynasty. What? What'd you say?
He said, I'm good.
I'm good. Okay. Sounded like you were dying. You feel like you're going to puke? Go to the bathroom, dude. All right. Is that why you have the bag? Okay. Well, at least you had that there. All right, Joker J. Again, going once, going twice. Turn away from the computer. You're gonna puke so you don't get germs everywhere. Here, just go in the bathroom. It's fine. I got it. Don't get the sickness everywhere. That sounds yucky. All right.
Well, our
Appreciate you,
producer
man.
is sick right now, so
Yeah, I was gonna say. Scott, go. I got it. Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, so you're not actually sick?
Okay. I was like, he sounded sick. Okay, I was gonna say, if you're sure, then I just don't want you to get the sickness everywhere. I'm like, I can do the computer. So, is it hantavirus? Do you think that's what it is, Scott?
Yep.
He said he didn't think so. No. Travis says, "Can I make mine live? I didn't see it at all." I mean, when did you submit? Again, We've said this a million times, but I'll keep saying it. If you don't submit a live blueprint, it does not come into the live queue. So if you submitted, but it was not live, I can look for you, Trav. Trav, where is yours even at? I have a blueprint. Wait, that's not yours. Trav, what's your flock username? I thought it was Trav D. Maybe I'm... Evidently he's not, Scott's not sick, so we're good. I think he's having like reflux. Or something like that. There you go. He says he's fine, so. I was like, what's happening? That's funny. I'm like, if you're gonna puke, just go. Like, I don't need you here. Oh, unbelievable. Yeah, no, you submitted earlier, right? Yeah, that was not a live. It was a Blueprint Premium, so we did not plan on doing that on the live stream. Honestly, I'd be happy to do it for you, Trav, but probably not tonight. So,
yep.
So if you want to remind me on Thursday, we can do it. We can start with you. All right. Let's. What time is it? 9:40. Nice.
Yep.
All right. Let's call it there. We'll be back on Thursday with another stream. And yeah, Trav, we can do it. We can do it on Thursday, I'm sure. So, we'll be back on Thursday. We'll have a video on Thursday again. We'll probably do a strategy / rebuilding, maybe a 27 centric strategy video. And so we're talking about doing that. And yeah, we will have a live Dynasty startup on Thursday night for the live stream as well. So make sure you're tuned in for that. But we appreciate all you guys joining us. Hopefully you guys are getting through your rookie drafts all right. Got some exciting stuff coming to the site soon, so make sure you keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on the announcements page. And we've got plenty of leagues opening up right now, so if you are wanting to get in a Dynasty league, make sure you check it out there. So, yeah, DDSS, I am drafting you a Thanos on Thursday. That's true. I'm not drafting you a Thanos. I'm drafting you an elite value team. You guys got to quit straying away from our vocabulary. It's elite value. Elite value. All right. Love you guys. Appreciate you. We'll see you on Thursday. Peace.